Alright. I believe when we had last left our heroes, they had just finished defeating the corrupted Dragonborn. Tibbs had attempted to save them, but learned that the corruption ran too deep for too long, that they were beyond help. He also figured out that you guys were at the ancient, seemingly at what was probably the ancient city of Kordrakus. He's the ancient stronghold of evil from the Calamity of Spheres. And I believe you guys had actually set out on the road and made it to the entrance of the city.
Yes, we were at the entrance, and I believe people had disembarked. So, considering what we're about to enter, and you want to have some uplifting words,
city of...
What was that?
I said we're in a city. We're entering the city of the dead, more or less, correct?
That is one interpretation of where you are going. Yes, it is a long dead and destroyed stronghold of evil from many, many thousands of years ago, from the war that caused the gods to leave.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast a handful of things.
I guess incanting counts.
I'm going to cast Not Die.
I know that spell.
So I'm gonna cast Death Ward on the party.
Yeah, just because I keep falling over.
Well, that's kind of for everyone, but sure.
No, that's okay. I'll get in on this. I'll get in on this. Assisting us or not dying actions.
Okay, well, who's casting on who? It's 6 mana per person.
Yeah. I must say it's just our party, correct?
It's just what?
I said it's just our party, correct?
Yeah, it's just the 5 of you.
Okay, so I counted on 5 people, so that'll be 30 minutes.
Okay. Mark it off.
Working on it.
Okay. So, anything else?
Good level, man, please.
You are still level 18.
Okay, cool.
I'm not using America, then you're still level 17.
Cool. Alright, alright, that has been done.
I'll glance around to the group. Look out to the city. Now, if I recall, is this like a huge city? Like it'll take hours to traverse?
You haven't actually seen the city yet. You're just seeing the giant door recessed in the side of the mountain that would take you to the city.
Gotcha.
As soon as I'm done putting these status effects on people's tokens, I will reread the description since people have obviously forgotten, which is fair. It's been a while.
Okay. In which case, I'll cast this I'll cast this now, then, on folks.
Okay. The entrance of the city stands before you. 2 enormous stone doors, each 30 feet high and 15 feet across, covered in carved vertical wavy lines. The left-hand door stands open, a complex internal mechanism of worked stone and metal clockwork gears visible along its side about halfway up. The doors themselves are recessed about 10 feet into the side of a large grass-covered hill and tilt slightly inward. There is a fire pit smoldering beside the right-hand door, with tiny tendrils of smoke still curling skyward from its coals.
We could just knock.
The door's already open.
Alright.
No. You've encountered things older than me before and survived. This city will be no different.
I appreciate that.
Perfect for me.
So, let's go.
Think about it. Watch you out of midair.
Alright. Making your way through the doorway. You enter a long series of tunnels winding tunnels descending deep into the earth. Their smooth surfaces barely visible in the gloom and darkness as you make your way down. After roughly what you would guess to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 feet of underground tunnels and switchbacks, you come upon the city itself, situated in a vast underground cavern. A large structure comprising 3 concentric circular walls. The entire cavern is lit from above by dim light flickering from greenish phosphorescence covering the ceiling of the cavern, and the large molten flows of gold that surround the first and second rings. The city itself, from what you can see from here, seems to be covered in gold as well. Here we go. The long sloped tunnel leading down to the city suddenly opens into a large rectangular room. The floor in this room is sand and shows sign of recent foot traffic. The walls of this chamber are all painted in an enormous mural that depicts the city in its prime. The south wall shows hundreds of men and women in a marketplace, trading everything from fruit and livestock to construction materials such as brick and wood. The north wall depicts row upon row of unarmed uniformed men standing in a large foreground, growing smaller as their ranks disappear over the horizon to the far right of the painting, a horizon over which an enormous golden sun rises. The eastern wall houses a huge map that portrays a city constructed of 3 concentric circles, similar to the one you saw on your way in. It is divided by canals of pure crystal, water that flows from the city's innermost ring. From what you saw on the way in, that water has obviously been since replaced with molten gold. Below the map, someone has scrawled numerous notes and mathematical calculations in charcoal. And finally, the west wall depicts a leader of some sort crowned by a golden sun and speaking before a huge crowd of people wearing a white shawl and golden togas.
Sheaths weapon. freaking ready to open a can here and be like, oh, it's actually a city. Well, this is a fine trick, isn't it? Okay. Gold, huh? Okay. Okay. So, man, I was expecting something much more evil. I'll straighten my clothes out and walk towards the person that you said he was like proselytizing or something of that nature. Maybe he has something evil to say.
No, I mean it's a mural.
Oh, it's a mural. Okay.
Yeah, these are all murals I was describing.
Okay.
There are no people. It's
Okay.
just all murals.
Okay. So, thoughts, anyone?
I don't really have any, honestly.
Must say, this town appears to be more abandoned than I thought it would be. I was under the impression there would at least be some level of evil here.
How is you technically?
I don't have it prepared. I'm prepared to beat back evil. I'm not prepared to find, because I was assuming that evil and forgotten and the damned had plenty of
I need to use my sleuthing abilities and investigate as we walk.
In the words of Spoonie, sir, where's the doom?
I would like to use investigation or perception to find the doom.
I guess that would be investigation in this case.
So,
Okay.
ambiently, we don't feel any heat, do we?
Not in this chamber.
Okay. Oh, sure. We know you're definitely good at scouting.
Nice. Are you not using the other two?
Hmm?
Are you not using the other two?
But you want first pick, so.
Crib, do you want to take up the rear or act as a bodyguard for Zariah?
I'll take up the rear.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got the power.
Okay. Your search for doom within this chamber reveals no doom. What you do, you do notice a few things though. There you see the notes, that were scribbled below the map on the east wall. They appear to be scrawled in common. Most of them seem to be, gibberish, with several phrases referring to the sphere of death or sphere of doom. Multiple descriptions of fire and floods and molten gold. And then a whole bunch of random math.
Say math or map?
Math. There's lots of math.
Alright, guys, I can't do math. I need someone who does math over here.
Let's see what else. You also noticed several signs of foot traffic, probably from the people who got here ahead of you, and you note that none of them came anywhere near these murals or maps to investigate them. They just came straight through the chamber and went onto the next one.
You said you needed someone that knew arithmetic?
Yes.
I'll head on over.
And is there for the multiple language part? Which languages do I recognize any of them?
No, it's all one language. It's all common. It's just a lot of it's gibberish.
Okay.
I say there's a lot of math. There's the common stuff. A lot of random common words that make no sense, like written by a madman with occasional references to sphere, orb or sphere of doom or death, depending on the phrase.
Okay.
I'll crouch down and I'll read this and I'll look at the math. Even if this is extraplanar,
You are free to roll me
I
a...
wonder if the sphere they're referring to is, one of our orbs. We have the one of despair, I believe. Lord.
You also have death. You got that from Matthias.
Okay, I remember Matthias and Ethan. We got that one. Okay. So.
We don't have knowledge engineering in this, but...
Would Arcana be mathy?
Not in this case.
Okay.
We'll just go with the straight intelligence check.
Oh, fun. Let's do this. I thank you, roll 20. You gave me an average roll. I approve of this.
It is complex math.
Okay.
Looks like it, might be referring to, in some capacity, seems to be talking about, volume in some capacity, and there's also something about time in there.
Well, it looks like it could be calculations on how much matter, in this case the island, is shifting in and out of the in this case our world, in their case their world. That's just a theory, though. Wait a second, let's see. Killer will close his eyes and think for a moment.
No, not thinking! Ah!
No. It's okay, it's scary though. Okay, is this what I'm looking for? Nope, that would not work. No. Nope.
But I say this is usually what might not be on the sandwich, not myself.
Nope.
You said what?
Really, of all the spells, I can't I can't look into the past.
Watcha!
It's not actually pretty. It's more just
Look
I don't
to
like
the
to say
past
it.
as we move towards the future.
Yes.
It's a lot of work.
Ah. Well,
Yeah. I'll say when it's scrambling, they're like literally just scrambled. So if you like pick it up,
Koda will open his eyes. Walk up to the mural that she was looking at with the notes stuff on it.
That's the one that's kind of a map of the city, yes.
Okay. This map of the city, it's just the city. It's not showing like any of like the island outside of its wall.
No, it is purely the city
Okay.
itself. Looks like it was done in a time possibly before the city even became underground.
Okay. I will tap the wall with my with my fingernail and say awaken. Speak with inanimate object.
Okay. You tap the wall. It feels stone-like.
Okay. It just per the description. You awaken because I'm not sure if you're familiar with this one.
I'm not. This is a new one.
You awaken a spirit that resides in an object such as a rock, sign, table, etc. And can ask it questions. The spirit is neutral towards you unless you've done something to harm or help it. Good thing it's older than me. The spirit can give you information about its environment and about things it has observed with its limited senses. I don't know if it actually has a way of perceiving if it's a
wall. It has no way of perceiving.
And it can act as a spy for you in certain situations. Okay. So with that very limited amount, I do have a question. Great mural of the city. If I may, what direction did the less of the populace go into when they sought refuge within your walls?
Anybody who came through, who saw anything in this city came through the one door. There's only one door in this room and one door down.
Oh, I know. I know. As far as we can tell, that's what's going on. Okay, I just wanted to confirm there weren't like any secret.
Not that the wall is aware of.
Okay.
As far as it knows, this is basically just a glorified foyer.
Gotcha. I know it sounded like a stupid question, but I did have a reason for it.
Would have found a door.
Yeah, her investigation would have turned up any secret doors.
Okay. Well, unless they're like magically concealed or something. Okay. Are you aware of the meaning of the words that's upon you?
As I cannot see them, no.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you could feel if it was aware of the tattoo that was on it. Okay.
It's covered in enough dirt and grime that it probably is not going to notice somebody doodling with charcoal on it.
Okay, when you said written, I thought it was
No, it's not carved. I said it was written in charcoal.
Okay. This had a better outcome in my head. It's on me. Zariah, any questions for the wall?
Any advice before we proceed?
I'm a map. I'm a map.
I know we can't put you in our backpack to bring you along, but you know things, you see things.
Trying to figure out what this particular wall would have seen. Not much. Like
Walls don't talk to each other like trees?
It's like, I have no advice to give. You are the second group of travelers I have seen in a long time.
Are you aware of how many comprise of the first? Or would her investigation have revealed that?
The tracks were muddled enough.
Okay.
It's kind of not entirely sure. More than you, less than the ones who used to come through here.
Thank you, friend. We shall be on our way.
Be at rest. Does scrying go into the past?
I don't think so.
Big nope. Okay.
Nobody know math.
Wait. Kriv. As I recall, you have touted about the grandness of the Republic. Care to show me how intense the education system was? I'm afraid I know the old math. I'm sure they're teaching the new math.
He whips out his calligraphy tools.
You're asking me to do math? I don't want to do math when I'm not at work.
More specifically, he's asking you to translate the math that's on the wall.
That's even more work.
Oh.
I have calligraphy. I don't have...
Brian, I can't understand you. You were too far from the mic.
Is the math in something that we can't understand?
No, it's written in common. It's just you need to make an intelligence check high enough to understand what the hell it says.
That's why I first said, show me. It's like, show me this vaunted new math, crew.
You guys have, there's enough, Coda was able to figure out enough to go, it has something to do with, like, he recognized, like, there looks like there might be a formula for volume, and there might be another formula for time, but you have no idea what they're in relation to in this context.
Right. It's like, my hypothesis was it was trying to calculate the plane phasing that's going on with this place. But I don't actually know.
So, anybody can roll me an intelligence check to try and figure it out.
So, I rolled a nat 20 with a +2, so a total of 22. Since nat 20s don't matter. First, does kind of check.
Of course you rolled a nat 20.
It's my first roll. It's probably going to be the only roll I'm going to make.
I'm pretty sure you only have your three-sided die. 18, 19, 20.
Oh, damn!
Fine.
Add the 1. That's trail.
I have
Oh, I didn't realize I was still
rolled
doing
a
this.
7.
For my rolls, let me publicize my average rolling.
Okay. Is anybody else rolling, or just Eric?
I'm gonna say Sarah rolled a 12. Sarah rolled a 12. I rolled a 7.
Okay. Tibbs, you have no idea what the hell you're looking at. Sarah, you get the same thing David got.
I'm as smart as her current cast.
Kriv, on the other hand,
I don't think I know it. It's just...
you beat the DC. You know it.
I thought the DC was higher than 22.
Eric,
Okay.
it's 5th edition.
I'm sorry. I expect things to be harder at higher levels than 20.
30 is physically impossible. Anything below that is within the realm of possibility. In this case, it was a DC 20 check, which is really high for 5th, but...
Yeah, that was really high for 5th, actually. That's like CR 19 stuff right there.
Well, I have a +2. And it's my first roll. I don't...
Well,
You have revealed that the mathematical calculations are adding up to 3 things. The volume of gold it would take to flood an entire city, the amount of time it takes for said event to occur, and how often it occurs. These calculations seem to indicate that within 72 hours of the gates being opened, the city floods with molten gold to a height of roughly 40 to 50 feet throughout the entire first 2 rings of the city. It takes 24 hours for said molten gold to drain back out. And once the flood has started, it cannot be aborted.
The fuck?
You said every 20 what?
Every 72 hours after the gates of the city have been opened, which they are already open, the city will flood with gold. The first 2 levels, the first 2 rings of the city will flood with gold to a height of somewhere between 40 and 50 feet. It will take 24 hours to drain the city after the flooding has already occurred, and there is no abort command.
What?
What as in repeat, or what as in why the hell?
Who the fuck has just a portal to a place?
It's not a portal! The city is... all the rivers and waterways in the city are filled with molten gold that's just running everywhere.
McDuck!
Okay, at least that answers that part of the question. Why the fuck is there that much molten gold exposed to normal air? It shouldn't be that hot anymore. Fucking magic.
Makes you wonder how deep you are, doesn't it?
Damn
Okay.
magic.
So, Kriv,
Why?
from what your rather impressive education is telling us, is that by opening the doors, we have started a clock. Shall we call this a Midas clock? First 2 rings will be suffused with molten gold, and then it will recede in 24 hours.
Nope, it's 72 hours for it to flood the first 2 rings. Up to 50
No.
feet of gold.
It's 72 hours after the gates are opened, it floods.
Okay, 72 hours it floods immediately, and then 24 hours after it floods, it's gone.
It takes 24 hours for the drain to complete.
I'm still just trying to understand this fucking logic.
Well, these people could have worshipped gold. Maybe it did not hurt them.
Actually, it's a very interesting backstory that you're never going to find out because the module doesn't tell you. It just only tells the GM.
What? You're not gonna tell us this? This just doesn't make sense unless there's background somewhere. Oh well.
Looking at the rest of the
I did my
minerals.
1 intelligence check for the day, guys. Don't ask me to do more intelligence checks.
Okay, so we have people talking, and the show's. Can I make a? That looks pretty.
That's what we're playing!
Thinking about, can I make a? Would it be an investigation check to kind of get a sense of culture and people from these murals? As you did, I believe you did mention a few of them had actual like depictions of individuals and such.
Yeah, I don't know. There were specifically 2. There was one of people going off to war. No, I'm sorry, 3. There was one of people going off to war, one of like a daily commerce situation, and then one with like a dude proselytizing.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't fault Paizo for branding. They got the name right.
But yeah, I'm basically trying to do that entire, like, analyze the art to pull information from it kind of thing. Of course, that sounds like there's a tool proficiency that would be required.
That's an investigation check with painter's tools usually.
Okay.
I mean, you can attempt to do it with just a normal investigation check as well.
I don't suppose a tattooist tools would be close enough.
Not really.
Okay.
Well, like I said, you can attempt it with a normal investigation. It just won't necessarily give you the same type of information.
Right.
I'm just confused. Why does this fucking place
He'll be walking around.
have floating gold? It's
So-
exposed to air. It's gonna be so much hotter in here.
Look at.
Well, again, you guys are not in the city proper yet. You are just outside the city in this little foyer area.
Wait, Criv, you're concerned about heat? I thought those scales of yours had pretty good regulation.
You guys are not near the gold yet.
One, we're not near the gold, and two, this is Eric trying to understand this.
Okay, that was the player.
High fantasy.
I know, but it's
What are you trying to get out of this?
Well,
That's 16 if I'm reading that right.
yeah, it's 16. What I'm trying to get is... Well, I'm partially trying to answer the Crib's what I presume is a confused expression of, like, did they seem to worship?
There is nothing in the paintings aside from the one guy proselytizing happens to have gold on his toga. Otherwise, there's no gold anywhere in any of these paintings except for like being exchanged as a currency.
You know what? I want to ask the wall a question.
That's.
When was the last time
I think that spell's worn off.
Let me look. Speak with inanimate objects lasts 1 minute.
Yeah, that's worn off.
I mean, I can always cast it again. You just need to let me know I need to do that.
I mean, how many days behind were we again? Like 2 or 3 days?
Near as you could tell, you are 1 to 2 days behind. You're not sure how much time you may or may not have made up. The tracks that were... The campfire was still smoking. The campfire by the front door was, to this place was still smoking when you guys came in, which would indicate you were probably only a few hours behind. The tracks in here are not particularly old.
Can I make a religion check to see
I
if
understand I'm not the tracker. I just want to make sure of that.
By your
Because you're...
best guess from what you know when you got here, the door has been open somewhere between a day and a half.
So we have a day and a half to 2 days of time before we need to be 50 feet above the city. Or out of the city.
In theory.
Okay. Here's a question. Is there any building that's taller than 50 feet in the city since we're at the edge of the city?
You have not gotten a proper look. You've only seen it from when you first came into the cavern. You haven't gotten close enough to gauge heights yet. That will be once you pass through the foyer here. This this little map chamber.
Well, before we leave the foyer, I do want to make a religion check on the guy proselytizing.
Okay.
I want to see if I can identify any iconography for.
Well, let me clarify. It depicts a leader of some sort, crowned by a golden sun and speaking for a huge crowd of people.
Okay.
It may or may not be religious.
Okay. I guess
But you may attempt your religion check all the same. And okay, what are you trying to get out of?
So I'm just like I only had a +2.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And then you roll 19.
Yeah. I'm trying to see, like, is it like, for lack of a better term, Amaterasu?
It does not appear to be a deity of any sort, and there is no iconography on the robes or anything, or at least none that have survived the test of time that would give you an indication of if this guy was a religious individual, who he might be affiliated with.
Okay.
It could be a king. It could be a priest. You're not entirely sure. These are very old, very worn.
Okay. Well, it kind of feels like that these since the morals are here, it kind of feels like, oh, there's probably information we can glean, but at least there's no information that.
Well, you've gleaned some huge pieces of information from them already.
Well, yeah, from the standpoint of wait, I mentioned an orb, right? Before I went all the mathy.
The gibberish around the maths, it mentioned orb. It's used different names for it, and all that, depending on which piece of gibberish you're looking at.
Okay. And from the gibberish seems to not indicate any of the ancient orbs.
It makes a reference to like an orb of doom. It makes a reference to an orb of death. It makes a sphere of demise. I mean, it's got like a million different names.
Okay.
Something about something about it possibly being the heart of the city.
Okay. Because I was thinking like some sort of like gold engine or gold reactor or perhaps one of the ancient orbs. But okay. Anything else people want to do in here? Looks like going forward is the best course of action at the moment.
We would like to move forward with haste.
Okay. Opening the large doorway, you get your first look at the city proper. Many of the buildings towards the third most inner ring are much taller than the indicated height. The ones in the first and second ring, there are a couple that clock in like right at the magic number, but from what you can see from here, they're covered in gold basically all the way up. The walls themselves covered in gold, all the way up. The walls of the city themselves run almost up to the ceiling as you're making your way down from this chamber. Let's see, where is it? You see the canals of molten gold that surround the city seem to run about 50 feet across, and you can see, and they seem to be molten and bubbling. The heat, that heat mirage effect, shimmering off them. Passing through the doorway, you're blasted in the face with intense heat. Not enough to cause damage, but you're definitely feeling hot and uncomfortable. As you make your way down the stairs from the foyer to the actual entrance area of the city. Again, glowing green moss illuminates light from the ceiling above, creating dim light for everyone, illuminating a once great city now reduced to ash and rubble. But those ruins are coated entirely in gold. Before you, a large covered bridge across one of the canals glows white hot and emits a large covered bridge across a canal which glows white hot and emits searing golden light. In the center of the bridge stands a man-shaped statue covered in fine gold plating, its face carved to be eerily human-like. All of your passive perceptions are high enough to notice that while the statue itself is covered in gold, the inside of the bridge, i.e. the part you walk on, is dusty, dirty, and gold-free, aside from some odd scattering of melted gold and other metals that are scattered about. They look kind of like debris, possibly from another statue.
Well, I guess this is why they call it the City of Gold.
Does the person look like the? Oh, that is great.
The moment the map changed, my monitor just went up in brightness.
Yep. All my maps are made of gold!
Just for my own notes, I don't recall, did we have... We didn't really have any time of rest, did we, between the two?
Not between the Dragonborn and this.
Okay, in which case, I'm going to reduce my mana based off of what I have cast already.
I mean, you guys could have taken a short rest, but...
Okay. Judging and squinting, towards, towards this being, does it look to be, does the style of clothing or armor look to be of this era? Asking the real questions here. Oh my god, that is so golden.
It appears to be wearing, carved rather into like something reminiscent of a very old suit of, kind of semi-plate-esque type mail.
Okay, but it's not of like any Sylvan Yoken or Republic designs or anything. Okay.
Does not. It's a very generic design.
Okay. And
If you have proficiency in Smith's tools and want to make an investigation on check on that, we can get a little bit more specific. But
I don't.
Huh? You want blacksmithing stuff? I can do that.
You didn't ask, and he didn't ask.
Nope. I could, if this was a golden land vehicle, I could do that.
Practically like 3 US food stamps.
Does someone want?
I'll tap my foot against the bridge material.
It appears to be stone.
Why isn't this gold?
Yeah, I remember fighting the Dragonborn. That was not a fun fight.
Oh, damn it.
Also, what is the green icon?
That is me making a note of myself for Brian putting Death Ward on you guys.
Got it. I just wanted to make sure I was on the same page.
Yep.
I wanna approach this being.
As you back up,
Not crazy.
back to the start of the first square of the bridge.
Alright.
As you set foot on the bridge, the statue jerks to life and charges.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't step on the bridge yet.
Roll initiative, everybody!
Ah. Get myself on there. And it's... Hey, it actually rolled what I rolled. Convenient. I don't have to change it.
I know what I'll do. I'll cast Wall of Light.
Sure, I'll dial up the gamma on this map.
Stone.
Well, why did it not add the... There we go.
You know what'd be funny? You trigger this, but it goes after me and ignores you.
Yeah, not how that works.
I mean, I'm standing next to him. I can see it happening.
Oh, it's a fast little guy, ain't he?
No.
This is why I'm glad I didn't step up the bridge yet.
I wanted to lift the guy to see if he weighed like a normal person or if it were just some carving.
It's a large statue!
There's Goliaths and giants and shit. There are things bigger than humans that are human-like.
It's a statue covered in gold. And you triggered it.
Yeah, I don't deny that. I just, was like, maybe it's not necessarily what it appears to be. Maybe it's like a thing.
Why won't you open initiative tool? I'm trying to sort you.
That's annoying, though.
I get it to come. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, top of the round, as usual, Tibbs. Tibbs, you see this giant golden statue jerking to life and charging at Kodo.
Tibbs is running to the phone because we're moving to the back. 1 second.
Giant statues, giant singular statue made of gold, jerking to life, trying to crush Kodo.
Okay. I can't exactly have that. Okay. Yeah. I was like, why can't I connect to anything? And it's like, oh, you're in airplane mode. Fuck you. Planes everything. Sure. Momentarily. There's a large golem statue, old statue. We zoom out on that thing. Oh, that's problematic. Okay. Oh,
It is.
I'm gonna do a pretty easy spell. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Bane.
Cool.
Is Death Ward a concentration spell? No, it's not.
Yeah, Bane's a concentration spell.
No, I said Death Ward.
No, Death Ward is not.
No, Death Ward, I basically do
I
it.
think it was.
Yeah, I cast Death Ward and you're good for the majority of the day.
Thanks, stat block.
Does it stat block just says it doesn't care about?
I am rubber, you are
No,
glue.
no. That's not what it says. I'm just looking. It's like, really? That's that is your saving throw.
Saving throw is it's immune.
No. Roll your Bane, Brian, and subtract ye mana.
I wonder what cold magic would do in this place filled with molten gold already.
Well, 1d12 to 1d10.
We are D12. You guys are D12s.
Okay. So far it's 12 plus 5. I'm waiting for the d12 to roll.
You were asking.
Ah,
Like I said, it's very generic.
yeah. Looks cool, though.
Mhm.
While I'm waiting for mine to roll, I'm gonna roll it in the stars real quick.
By the way, you might find this interesting because I just found out recently. Remember that Halo ODST arcade game?
Mhm.
Was it Dave and Buster's?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's apparently canon.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Okay, it is successfully baned.
It is still successfully banned.
Like the moment that I rolled it, then my computer decided, like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this. Alright. That's all I really got for the time being. Everyone else seems to be, pretty decently alive.
I'm still at half health from the last fight.
Hasn't it been like a day or so?
No!
No.
You haven't-
It's the same
you haven't
day!
healed or anything?
And it's the same day, and you guys didn't short rest.
But you have potions, and make sure everyone has potions.
Yeah, I'm not that concerned.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I'm technically at half health.
Yep.
You don't have to do anything yet.
Okay.
Technically, Bane is an action anyways, so you only have a bonus action.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
You do a low heal.
Healing word. If you really want to, or you could do spiritual weapon.
No, I'm about to say you guys are the punching people. I'm the healing person. I'll help myself. I'll look to the low
Why
tier.
did it damage with a high level spiritual weapon?
Well, he can only cast it up to second. No, Bane was first level, so yeah, he can cast whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm like, you can attack. I'm about to say, you guys can handle them.
All right, that brings us to Zariah.
I'm gonna use healing. I'm gonna use healing word, but I'm gonna calculate that real quick. I'm about to say that doesn't require this to stop.
I like how everything contrasts off the gold. I just keep thinking about. What's this face from DuckTales?
Really? Because I was going for a gold member from Austin Powers.
Oh.
No?
However, yes, you could probably argue the city was definitely made with gold fever in mind.
I was thinking of that, the guy with the turban.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, trying to think the place where I can roll dice. One moment.
Which completely got a badass upgrade in the remake.
Alright, so for attack.
It was a stereotype in the last one. I took levels in fighter.
That would be. $22 with Whisper.
You are at disadvantage to hit him.
Is he gleaming?
No, he's so damn hot. He's creating his own heat mirage. He's under a permanent blur spell
Oh!
because he is so damn hot.
Why'd you just take that?
Because I was waiting for you to tell me what you were doing so I could inform you ahead of time. I just saw you moving. I wasn't sure what you were doing.
That's 10, 15, 16, 17.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure you're going to hit him because this is 5th edition and armor class sucks. But
10 point difference though.
Hmm.
But it was just fun to say also that he's so damn hot that he's on a permanent, shimmer effect.
Yeah.
I just want to make the joke. We got Thurford to say it's getting hot in here.
Really? I was gonna say I can't hit him because, she's a cold dragon. It's too hot for her.
So you see me sweating a lot, Zara? Shut up.
I mean, I feel like this is the perfect place for you. You're inherently the counter to it if you use your draconic abilities.
No, the perfect place to her is somewhere cold. This is probably hell.
I mean, she counters it, but it counters her.
It's like, to counter this place, you need fire resistance. Fire resistance makes you immune to heat. Cold resistance makes you immune to cold.
No, I mean, her using her cold spells.
She doesn't have cold
would be
spells.
effective.
I have my cold breath.
Oh, you don't have cold spells? I thought you had cold spells.
She doesn't have magic. She hasn't taken any draconic casting yet.
Ah.
15 points of healing for Kriv.
Thank you.
And somehow I doubt a cryomancer can cool down the temperature of the gold, because I have the temperature of the gold listed. They gave me that.
Wait, they give you the temperature?
Yep.
You know, considering that makes sense.
Probably for some fucking player who wants to throw a fit over the gold. It's like, oh yeah, I know exactly how hot the gold is. That's why it's this way.
You said it's from Paizo?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that detail makes sense.
I was like, yeah, this is a Pathfinder module.
Is it 24 there or 34?
I'm guessing the 24 is that a hit. That definitely hits.
Am I missing a number? Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, right there. Okay.
So yes, 24 does hit.
And I get sneak attack since no one's around it, right?
Let me double check your swashbuckler.
Swashy swash.
I know you. If you were in melee, I know you would. I don't know if that applies to range.
I don't know either, that's why I asked.
Yeah, I'm looking. I have to have this book. I have to have that book open anyway for something else coming later.
You know what? I'm almost afraid to ask after you're doing what you're doing.
You gain an additional way to use your sneak attack. You don't need advantage on attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it, which you are not.
Okay.
Whisper does what type of damage? Piercing and...
It doesn't say.
I thought it did. I thought it did one of the elemental types. I'm sorry.
No, it just says stay around light dances +1 to damage.
Oh, is that if you crit maybe?
Yeah, I get if they critical damage, they become afraid of me.
Okay, but it doesn't do extra damage. Okay.
I didn't get anything that awesome.
Okay. I may be thinking of later on when it wakes up.
Yeah, when it wakes up, you get to teleport and a bunch of other fun shit. I don't know if we're doing that in this game or not.
Yeah, I'm doing that. We just haven't gotten there yet.
Okay. That's really good. 8, 9, 14 damage.
Okay. Your blade carves off some of the armor before boomeranging back to you.
And because I can, I'm gonna hide this pillar.
That's a wall, actually, but you may make your hide action. If you have movement left.
I do.
As your blade carves into it, cutting a gash in the armor, more molten gold begins oozing from the wound.
Why is everything fucking molten gold here?
If I were a bandit...
I refer you to the picture I posted in chat. That is why.
Seriously, I want to fight that thing. I want the orb they're talking about to really be like a molten golden egg that hatches when we find it, and it births a fucking golden dragon.
Flaming dragon?
That would work though, because a gold dragon would be natural. I think it's like
Golds, I think, are lawful good.
Yes, but this isn't a gold dragon, it's a gold dragon.
Gold!
So it's Maug for 5 seconds.
What's I would be doing if it wasn't so goddamn hot?
Takes his bonus action to waste everybody's time, becoming creepy looking because it's not going to affect this thing anyway.
Oh wow, he's busting that out off the bat.
But it's made of fucking gold, man.
Gold.
And since this is technically all happening simultaneously, he's going to take his 45 because it is coming to him. And he is going to use his action and reaction to hit it when it gets close.
Okay.
Which is now!
Find out right now.
Let's see, what is this thing's move? Faster than I thought it was.
80, what?
wait, it's faster than a moderately high level monk?
Well, see, no, that makes sense. You want to know why? Because gold is light.
No, I was just expecting it for its size and everything to be slower than it actually is. It has normal movement. It was. It's like I would expect, something this large and this heavy, made of, filled with molten metal to move slower.
So, here's my question for you, Tristan.
Mm-hmm.
What does Kaizio say is the current temperature of the molten gold?
You want to stick your foot in and find out?
No, I just want to know as a player, like...
If I tell you, then you will know stuff that your character doesn't know.
But I want to see if they did the correct melting temperature of gold. Damn it.
His first attack, so he gets the Ido bonus. Because that's how I'm doing that now.
Also plus for Tristan.
Thank you.
I think that was a sneeze.
Yes, that was a sneeze. That definitely hits. Oh wait, I forgot to give him disadvantage. Okay, we'll roll again. Yeah, we're going with the first one. As much as I'd like to go with the second one.
Yeah, that second one though.
Okay.
Aww.
So he carves into it. Kodo rolls a 15 plus 4 for Bane, so that's a 19. It is making 2 attacks against you, so I will look at the second one as well. Okay, so 22 plus 4. Technically, you should have multiple d4s in there. So 24.
Rolls another 4.
I see that. Okay, so the 26 misses, but the 19, is hit. He is coming down with a large, big fuck off sword that's glowing hot.
Made of gold?
No, just around the edge.
Okay.
But there's cracks in it where it's like oozing gold. Again, this thing, it's kind of like a Cadbury cream egg. It's just, but cracked. It's oozing gold everywhere.
Fucking golden golems, golden rivers, golden ruins.
Beautiful!
Can you make the city your lair?
Oh shit! What's the value of the city?
I don't know the value of the city, but I do know the value of all the shit that you pass.
I think I just have to declare ownership for it to become a lair.
I think it's a. We'd have to go back and look. I think it's slightly more complicated, but not much. Like I think you have to do like a ritual so your stuff goes back here.
Yeah, but
That said, 1. Remember this place phases in and out of existence, so that might be a problem for you. 2. Do you really want to claim this world's equivalent of Mordor as your lair?
oh.
I mean, we could siphon all gold away.
I'm gonna take as much gold as we can.
Actually, that's a good point. It's liquid gold right now.
Okay, how much am I hit with that?
I am separating this purely for myself. I know you don't take extra damage from it.
Okay. As I'm trying to deflect it, only to have the gold penetrate my defenses. Okay, it's 26.
Yeah, 21 slashing and 5 burning doom. Doom! Its weapons attack get as magical too, if that matters for you.
Not right now, but I finally found out why it would matter. It seems like Blade War don't count against magic shit. Okay. Is that all you have?
You're noticing it's not moving particularly fast. It's just the weapon is so damn large it's hard to get out of the way of.
Yeah.
Might have something to do with, all the gold weighing it down. Gumming up the joints.
So, I just thought of something really neat.
Your turn.
Because it's liquid gold.
I'm going to use a different color for that now, because it blends in with the gold. There we go.
Fun fact, all the maps in this particular module have the same color palette.
Okay.
Eyes are bleeding from all this.
I
don't personally like the river of molten gold that's running under the bridge.
it is really nice. Kodo will shimmer a bit as he is casting. Silently cast a mirror image. Actual cast of this. Oh, ignore that 10.
Frostbleed.
Yeah, let me roll my. I'm a Gersh. There we go.
Oh my god. Okay. So I increase his DC. Let me double check both stat blocks.
Hardened.
Okay, your
Harden.
spell roll is a 24 versus Constitution, I'm guessing. Yes. Okay, so... Okay, he has failed his save. So I take the full 31.
No, ignore that 10. The overcharge wouldn't work on the
Okay,
spell.
so just 21.
Yep.
And... In addition, for the duration, the creature's speed is halved. It has a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and it takes another 48 at each of its turns. Okay.
But it repeats the saving throw.
So I'm going to put this little... Probably I need you to remind me, but I'm going to try and help us both by putting the little frozen icon on him.
Okay.
It seemed about as effective as normal effective. It is, it's not ineffective.
Crib, did you see any of the gold harden?
Visually, some the gold on the surface will crust over with ice and harden, but then immediately melt and just continue oozing.
Ah. Okay, that'll be it for me.
Okay, that brings us to Crib.
Sure, I'll start with the trip. I don't feel like touching this thing yet.
Disadvantage.
The way you do it, you only increase Stacy, not
No. If a player is rolling, they roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
The only thing I use that for is increasing their DCs for saving throws and to hit rolls.
Get it. Yeah, I go make coffee.
Oh,
I have been caffeine deprived because I haven't gone to the
Is
grocery
molten
store.
gold in your cup?
Brian.
Oh my god.
What part of Golden Death did nobody understand?
Brian, I was wondering if I could borrow you tomorrow.
What time and for what?
They're doing street cleaning, so we need to move the Jeep again.
Yep.
Alright, tomorrow night?
Whenever you're available, just sometime tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know you got your game or whatever, so we got to work around that. But
I'll say game fully depends on whether Comcast actually, I'm about to say whether Comcast actually takes care of, gets me my modem.
game.
Comcast, shouldn't you just be able to plug in any kind of modem?
No, they have specific routers, just like Verizon does.
Okay, crap, what did you do? Oh, Ray of
You'll
Frost.
still be able to get one, you just have to tell them.
Oh, wait.
No, they've gotten super proprietary in their old age.
My dual flip goes up.
You're just interested, I like it.
That was a joke? It's proprietary about Comcast? That's a joke?
No, you said they've gotten proprietary in their old age.
Yeah. What? They're old. They've been around forever, man. Okay. Alright. Tibbs, we're back to you.
Hey, I have to refoot before you start that.
Okay, well, by all means, anybody who wants to refoot.
Like, can I refoot, please?
Guess what? I rolled a 1 instead of a 2 this time.
Aha!
Doesn't make a difference. That was last anyways.
I like when the monster goes in the middle. It means it might actually do something before everybody kills it. Especially when it goes faster than the monk.
Hey now.
That improves its odds of making it through the turn significantly.
Really murdered with melee attacks. Give me a break, damn it.
Its odds of surviving have gone up greatly. It's faster than the monk. It is guaranteed a turn before it dies.
So,
I really don't think I can kill it in a turn with my floor attack. Why you do?
wait a sec. Did our chances of winning drastically go down?
No. You guys can totally take this. It's only a CR.
I got it, Brian.
No, it's just David's gonna die again, and then we're gonna move on.
So if we take our 75% chance of winning, they take 2/3% chance.
So all that will happen is the chance of Coda dying will go up.
We have 133% chance of winning. Let's see. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna try this.
David should be fine. According to D&D, this is only an easy encounter.
Isn't easy encounters the ones we die in, though? What's on our track record?
One second.
At least that's how I remember it. You tend to die in the easy stuff. Well, the boss fights just murder.
The fuck is a Kodo Jack?
Oh, what I'm doing right there?
Yeah.
I'm code.
Okay. Okay. Still waiting on Tibbs anyway. Do 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 do. Code.
Need to grab this box of ammo. Since I won't be able to go this weekend.
Okay, that definitely hits. I think no, it's Sacred Flame is a Dex save, isn't it? Okay.
Watch it somehow have better dex than anything else, even though it's a golem.
Not particularly. That hits Brian. Roll Z damage.
Six, 7, 8. 7, 12, 14. 2, 7, 8. No, okay, cool.
That's kind of cool.
Awesome. Boom. That now functions like that.
2. Oop, sorry. Zariah, you're up.
Stab it.
Roll your throw at disadvantage. Or run up and roll your run up and stab it at disadvantage. Either way. Yes, but you do get your sneak attack this time because it does have people around it.
Okay.
There we go. That'll make that work a bit easier then. Oh, I did not put the marker on that. Let me put the marker on this marker. Shit, so I cannot have both these spells up. Oh well. I will remove this spell. Cover that. Because I prefer it to be more screwed.
Okay, 19 is a miss. Your dagger woofs past it and returns to your hand.
I will go back to hiding.
Okay. Slicey dicey. No crit failures, no crit hits. He puts hex on it. It's your golem's turn. It has targets. It has options. Kenshi and Koto need to roll defenses.
Cool.
You get to add a d4 because it's still baned.
Yas.
Kenshi's gonna blow a point of luck.
Don't do that.
Okay, Bane plus 2 brings you up to 26. The 26 is enough. The 21 is not.
Is that including the disadvantage to attack?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, then he didn't have to blow that point of luck, so he means he gets 2 rolls. Okay. Okay, 32 is enough. Alright. So both attacks are a whiff. And I need to do that saving throw thing again for the cold damage. 18, Constitution. Okay, it has successfully made the save.
Okay, cool.
So it is no longer cold. Which means that that disadvantage was no longer a thing. Right?
Okay. Yeah, because it's usually at the beginning of the turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which means the disadvantage is dispelled,
Okay.
effectively.
So then he gets hit.
Unless he spends that luck.
Oh, I'd have to spend another point of luck, because I already spent 1 luck.
Sitting up. Does that?
Okay.
They just max out everything.
No.
Okay.
Minus 34. Double check he doesn't have any...
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't have his ring activated, so he doesn't take the reduced damage. He's going to assume absorb elements wouldn't help him here. Actually, you know what he's going to do? He's going to spend a key point to get blur versus the single attack, and therefore be fine. So we're still good. No damage. Haha.
Kills.
Koto.
Okay.
Flash step blur. I believe that lets him take a 5-foot step too, as a reaction. Cast bar, yeah. So he has effectively stepped back.
That's Ray. I don't need Ray.
Get him, Ray.
Okay, Ray of Frost. And I'm like spraying it on him, like trying to cool down the gold. And now I am... Oh, we need to do it by one more. And now I am casting Mirror Image on Michelle.
Okay, with the -5, that misses.
Oh, dang it.
Just deflects off the plating and basically, evaporates before it gets close enough to do any real damage.
Fine. If cold isn't working on you... Oh, I'm through. If cold isn't working on you, then I'll just have to do something else.
I mean, it is working. It's just not super effective. It's not resistant.
Should have taken favorite enemy construct there, Kodo.
I'm surprised you don't have it with all your hate.
He's not a ranger.
Isn't there some stuff that gives it to you, though?
Nope. Gotta be a ranger. It's the only thing ranger gets. Don't take that away from them.
Doesn't get more.
Nope, not really in 5th. They got more thanks to the alternative class features, so we gave them all to Sierra, and that's what makes her so broken, but by raw, no, rangers suck in this edition. Or more specifically, they're great if your GM is using the, really focusing on the exploration and travel part of the game, but since most GMs ignore that...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I can't deny that one.
It's like, rules as written, it should be fine, but the GM doesn't always do that.
It's like it's, whiffing about with its giant molten edge sword of Cadbury goodness.
Ugh.
Something real quick. Increase the cold damage. 6 for each slot of bows are still.
So I can use use Wind of the East on you.
Wind of the East Star.
I know, I'll use Heat Metal.
I mean, that theoretically could work.
Yeah.
If the gold is almost close to the melting point of what is the metal of the golem. But that gets into non-fantasy related stuff, so who knows. But I'm gonna throw an ice kniff at it.
Not an ice kniff.
Throw it.
Poor Kodo's gonna get hit by the ice kniff.
No, he's not, because it's within 5 feet.
Yeah, Kodo's within 5 feet.
No, he's not.
It's 5 feet of the target.
The impact point of the target. The target's right here.
The target takes up that entire area.
I don't think it was. Did you say that?
Oh, wait, is it...
My understanding is I'm targeting the closest point of it.
I'm going to double check this, but I was under the impression it was within, that, like, if you hit a large creature with it, it was within 5 feet of the large creature, not, I hit him in the foot, it's 5 feet of his foot.
Well, it's 5 feet of the point if I hit or miss. That's why I think it's 5 feet of the tile that gets targeted.
Well, yes, but you're not supposed to throw it at a tile. I mean, you can't throw it at a tile, but, in theory, you're throwing it at a person, not the ground.
It's just like a curveball.
I just think of it in the sense of I'm targeting the closest point to me of a creature, and it happens to be this tile, so if I miss it, hits the tile.
Well, if he was a standard-sized creature, then I could totally see it being everywhere around him, but the largest of the creature does at least pose the question.
The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Ah.
So...
Okay. I just the way that I looked at it, just because it was large creature takes up multiple squares. It's where it's closest to where
Well, if it was within 5 feet of the impact point,
right, but because it's the target, they specify the target. I mean, technically, with the way No, you have to fling it at a creature. Yeah, you can't fling it at the ground.
Well,
Is that you can't fling it at the ground? You have to fling it at a creature. So yeah, within 5 feet of the creature.
but even if I miss, they still have to make a dex save for the cold damage.
Yes, them and everybody within 5 feet of them. Which in this case is Coda.
Okay, then I won't do that. So glad we figured that out before I actually hit enter. But that's what I was just thinking in the sense of just take the creature takes the 4 squares and targets closest square to it.
Nope.
Oh, well,
I understand
we
the
get your
logic.
thought.
I understand the logic. Just you're thinking too literally.
I'm sorry, I'm a literal person.
Well, yeah, well, part of the issue is D&D is really big about its wording.
I guess I just don't understand the wording perfectly yet. I'm not a D&D expert.
That's not a matter of expert. That's just me reading the sentence again. Because the sentence is pretty clear when you actually look at it.
Yeah, if you consider that it says each creature. I just look at when it says a larger creature. If you're talking about the square that's closest to you.
Yeah. I'd say they don't care about the size of the creature. They just care about where you're standing in relation to it.
That being said, that means if you target a gargantuan dragon, then if it has minions all around it, they take damage and under it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's at least nice to know. It's weird, but I'll take it.
Yeah, the bigger the creature, the bigger the creature, the more shrapnel you get.
The bigger chunk of ice you throw at them.
I'm just going to do another break of frost. I don't feel like fighting this thing in melee yet.
But gold.
Gold.
I might be Dragonborn, but I'm not a dragon. I don't need gold in my life. or in me.
But everybody must be touched by the gold. 29 definitely hits.
I don't want the gold, bro.
Is anybody refooting?
I'll try again.
You know what?
I went up by 3, guys.
I can't get worse, right?
I literally can't get worse.
I didn't get worse because he's still faster than me.
I am actually now faster.
You said you went up by 3, so you should be tied.
I'm tied, but I have +5 in dex.
Yeah, but I don't do that usually. I usually just put you in whatever order Roll20 tells me you're in.
Works for me. I can at least say I'm inherently faster than Goku.
Tibbs.
Okay. It's really good since I rolled the exact same thing last time.
Zaraya.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep Sacred Flaming from a distance. That's the most I can really do.
It's almost like everybody's afraid of it as it oozes molten gold on them.
Well, I have to conserve mana in case, people legitimately get hurt.
Kodo. or me if I decide to go near it. Kenji would probably be fine.
Wait. Remember you're at disadvantage.
I already rolled it.
Oh, okay.
Or do I need to roll the d12 at disadvantage?
Yeah, the d12 is also at disadvantage. Okay, Paizo. I know how that works in 5th edition. I have no idea how that works in your edition.
I'm kind of curious what is so confusing, because they're usually more to the point.
Ability. Make reflex save. Reflex save is constitution based. No, I'm sorry. The save DC is constitution based. Okay. So I calculate using constitution to figure out the DC. That makes more sense. Okay. 23 does hit, I believe. Yes, 23 hits. And you still get sneak attack because Kodo is still next to it.
4d6.
3, 5, 6, 6, and a D4.
Okay.
No, nope, too big.
Okay, it is looking super rough. Its movement's becoming more janky as it's more oozing more molten gold than metal right now.
I mean, it's still technically metal.
Well, you know what I mean. There's less of the statue and more of the molten gold right now. I.e., it is really beat up. Ooh, nat 20 on the second one.
Oh no!
Okay, so that's 32 plus 25, which is 57. And she takes a nice bite out of it. And now it's coming around for revenge. Who does it want?
Who done it?
Only legitimate target in range is Kriv. So Kriv is number 3.
I am truly sad that I'm the only legitimate target.
Reach. You are just within reach of its massive sword. So that is 2 defense rolls. But you get to add your
It's
d4.
going to be me instead of Kodo today.
You get to add your d4s.
Don't worry. You're going to enjoy it today. My dice are not liking me. And because, I wasn't doing melee attacks. That's Daisy.
I'm pretty sure you're still going to evade.
No, I don't think so, buddy.
Well, I know what you seem to think of 5th edition attack modifiers, which is why... Oh, never mind.
As you were saying.
I am surprised. Okay, well, we will roll this damage. Let's see, this is the sword attack. So 60.
Oh shit!
This is going to be one of those times I'm glad you don't do the whole massive damage thing.
Well, again, 5th edition doesn't do it. It's a super.
That's what I said.
It's a super optional rule they buried in the back of the DMG. They were like, "Yeah, nobody ever uses this. Don't we just put it here because people would bitch if we didn't."
He just murdered you, Chris.
If you were using the optional rule, if you take more than half your current hit points, you die. Then the answer would be yes.
Did you mark that off already?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, I was about to say, it didn't look like your health bar had moved. I wanted to make sure my system wasn't glitching. There we go.
Okay, I don't think so.
Stop being dead.
It's like your wounds burn from, as it, basically cauterizes them on impact with the molten gold sticking to your body.
He may be from the Republic, but he doesn't need the gold!
Sorry, I prefer platinum.
Kodo, you're up. Sadly, City of the Platinum Death just doesn't sound as good. And the map wouldn't be anywhere near as interesting, it'd just be black and white.
Hey now. I'd be much more interested in the City of the though.
You will attack us no more!
I suppose it could be City of the Electrum Death, because then that'd just be a black city.
Hey, guess what? I rolled a 1 again.
Okay, this is a Constitution save.
Oh, it didn't give the entirety of the description.
But he gets to add a D4 to your thing because he's baned. His Constitution is that.
D4.
Well, I'm just using the bless you already had there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So he has made his saving throw.
Okay. A total Constitution saving throw halves the damage and prevents restraint.
So 63 halves to 32. He's looking super rough.
Okay.
It's kind of like a molten man now. You know, like, plus, almost no armor left.
Okay. I take it he's still kind of coming towards me.
Well, right now he's still going toward. He was kind of going towards Kriv.
Going towards Kriv. Okay, as he's going towards Kriv, I will then. Okay, I need to make sure I don't have that on. Cool. I will. No, wrong spell. I will blast it with a ray of ice to compound its already frostiness.
Yay. That's 22 versus AC, I believe.
Yep.
Okay, in which case that hits. He takes 15 cold damage. As you bring your hand up, blasting your ray of cold energy, begins to slowly encase the molten gold form, which begins to vibrate and shake and rattle, and then explodes. I need Kriv, Kenshi, and Koto to all make me dex saves as molten gold and shrapnel goes flying in every direction. Oh, by the way, these things explode when you kill them.
So I feel like I could fail the dex save, but at least I have evasion, so I'll just take half damage or whatever you roll.
Yep.
Because I'm pretty sure 1 plus 1d12 plus 5 is not going to be enough to beat the dex save. Unless you tell me it might be, and I will finish typing it.
What was the new number?
I rolled 1. Do you want me to finish actually rolling it, or is it not possible for me to actually beat it?
With your dex bonus and with the dex bonus and a d12, that is in theory possible.
I will roll it then. 1d. 1 plus 1d12 plus 5.
Okay. You weren't that far off.
That makes it feel at least a little bit better.
Yeah, I'd say the number you were looking for was 14. Okay. Koto.
What is this? Is this an ability check or saving?
You're not close enough for it to be an issue. It was a saving throw.
It was a saving throw as the gold blew up in a shower of gold shrapnel.
I'm not within 90 feet.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, that's what I was asking if this was like a saving throw, an ability check.
It exploded and they had to make a saving throw versus shrapnel.
Okay.
It'll probably be.
However, the result has already been determined.
That was just trying to see like how much damage you'd be taking if it would kill him. And
It's not when I kill him because I have evasion.
Yeah. That's a Kodo takes 18, Kenshi and Kriv take 9.
Okay.
Well, that's one construct down. Worth it. So, how's everyone look? Oh, Kriv. Got some gold on you there.
Yeah. Thanks for walking on the bridge, Kodo.
No. Anytime.
So Kriv's pretty badly hurt.
I think he has a golden tooth right about now.
All his teeth are golden right now.
I think he hit face, thank you. I just have a golden skull.
Oh, for David's benefit. Stands 7 feet tall and weighs 1,500 pounds.
Okay.
We don't have enough bags of holding for that much.
I'd say he was asking if you could, asking earlier, he was asking if you could, think you could pick it up and move it, so I had to.
Yeah, we ain't picking that up.
However, there's, the 2 piles of melted gold on either side of the bridge there, and the one he just turned into. You can now guess that there were probably 3 guardians when this started, and the cultists probably got rid of 2 on their way in.
Whatever the first one that I ever connected to here was.
Tibbs, do you wanna patch Crib up?
Damn, that's a heavy pot.
Heavy what?
Yeah, I'm about to patch them up in the. I'm about to say, if you guys have 60 seconds, I'll patch them up.
You can take 60 seconds, or you can take a short rest.
I was actually about to ask, does this area look safe enough for a short rest?
Now that you are standing on the bridge is nice and cool compared to where you were a moment ago. The bridge seems to be shielded from the heat of the molten gold.
-10.
You can see a road leading into the city, but so far there's nothing on it. Nor any Skyrim pop-ups going that you cannot rest. There's enemies nearby. So you may at least attempt to rest if you wish.
Skyrim pop-ups now? Oh man. When do we become a game?
Was that you believe it is safe to rest? It may not be. You don't know. But you don't see any signs of trouble.
If you guys want to take a short rest, we can. If you just want to patch the crib and keep going, we can do that.
No, I said we take a little bit of time to tend to ourselves. Zariah, how are you doing?
I think Kodo wants to refuel his mana reserves.
That's what it sounds like.
Zariah's barely injured.
It's all about knowing where to stand.
I wasn't even on the bridge and it still goes after me.
It's once you step on the bridge is when it's triggered, at which point everybody can see.
We're taking a short rest.
Excuse
I'll
me?
go ahead and do mana.
Well, that was incorrect. Where's my 5? There we go.
Okay, as people take their short rests. You may spend any hit die you wish.
Spend a little more.
Let's see. I want to trust roll 20 with this. Really want to trust roll 20 with this.
I do.
James like, all your mana all belong to me.
How are you rolling d12s from?
Yeah, how are you rolling d12s for mana recovery?
I thought it was D12.
It's whatever your hit dice is. You're not a barbarian.
Oh, D10. Shit. Okay. So, fuck. All right.
That's a barbarian is the only one who gets d12.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do this again. It's probably gonna be significantly less awesome.
He's got levels of fighter. I think cleric is d8.
I'm assuming if I can break 35. If I can break 35 up.
Yeah, cleric is d8.
Sure, I'll spend number 4. Let's see how many it's
Zariah, can you...
Tibbs is like, I need more mana.
Hold up. Let me
Brian, how many levels of fighter do you have?
Because you can only have because your hit dice or a pool of all your class level dice. So if you have two classes, your hit dice are divided between the two. Just
Brian?
I'm at this. I forgot I have toughness.
Hello?
Let's see.
They left the call.
I guess they dropped. So let's see. I get gain from the
Ryan?
Never hit
I'm gonna say
gain.
I'm gonna say that everyone dropped, or was that
Just you.
You guys calling back?
That was us calling you back because you dropped.
Okay.
How many levels of fighter do you have?
So what?
How many levels of fighter do you have?
3, I believe.
Okay, because your cleric hit dice are only a D8. Your cleric hit dice are only a D8.
Oh no, the thing just says D10.
So the way to hit
Fighter. That's because the Roll20 sheet does not handle multiclassing.
Okay.
You have 3 D10 from your fighter, and then all your cleric levels are D8s.
Let's see.
So you're gonna have to re-roll that.
Sorry, I was trying to fix the Wi-Fi. What was that?
Brian fucked up his mana rolling. I was trying to help him correct it.
Alright,
Quick question.
give me 2 seconds.
When you're rolling the hit dice, you get the hit dice plus your con, don't you?
If you are rolling for hit points, you get to add your Constitution modifier per hit die. Yes.
Cool. So I need to redo a bunch of math. So
I'd say if you're
Okay.
if you're rolling for mana, it's just the dice.
So you said they're D8s, correct?
Your cleric hit dice. Your cleric hit dice are D8s. Your fighter hit dice are D10s. So you may roll a number of D10s equal to your fighter level, and the rest of them are D8s.
Okay.
like for instance, I have 14 D8s and then 4 D6s. Trust me, that makes no sense.
3D10 plus. Alright, let's try this again.
So yeah, the Roll20 sheet doesn't handle multiclassing when it comes to hit dice.
Alright.
6 per hit.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Alright, so 75 plus 38 equals. That should be 105. That still puts me at max.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Zariah, I think you could discern the path that the previous adventurers took.
You mean like tracking?
Yeah.
That would be a survival check to track.
I'll let you know, my survival's only +2. That's not really Zariah's forte.
I must say the cat is the cat is the tracker.
Okay. Has it?
How do you get the minimum 3?
Because I have toughness, so the minimum I can get is double my con modifier. So the reason why I say minimum 3 is because I already totaled the entire con modifier for all 4 hit dice. So the minimum the die roll can be is 3. Because 3 plus 3 is 6, which is the minimum that I can have on toughness.
That's not how that works on recovery.
That's what I'm reading as. That's the third party one.
Oh, the third party one. Hang on.
Yeah, when you roll hit die, regain hit points. The number of hit points you gain from the roll equals twice your con modifier.
Okay.
Minimum of 2. Your hit point maximum increases.
Is like your camera thing that you're using?
Okay.
I think it's been less than an hour since we arrived.
The short rest will take you an hour.
Shoot. Okay, then. Shoot. Then my the Orpheus heightened senses spell
Has worn
wears off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It literally only changes by 1, so I'm still going to always add a third 2.
Okay. Okay, Tibbs is able to get an indication of the direction the people went. There's dust and stuff on the bridge to track, not so much in the city proper. How are you guys proceeding? I.e., marching order and like swiftly, cautiously, stealthily.
I'm going
Warily.
to. I'm going to pull out the broom. I'm going to hop on that.
I am just going to be content to be in the middle of the group at this point.
Well, arrange your minis into your marching order for me.
Dakota, you can be in the front today.
I figured our scout would be in the front.
You can be up there with him. He's a cat on a broom. I think I'm going to use a different D20 now.
Okay, I'll be in front.
I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'm just saying you could do it.
No, I'll be in front. I noticed someone else is moving into marching order.
Yeah, I was about to say, a couple questions I was waiting to be answered.
So that's really funny, by the way. I was just looking at the two hit die rolls. It's literally just one higher by changing the 2 to a 3.
Sarah? Brian? Hello?
They are meter.
I see that. I was asking you guys to arrange yourselves into the marching order and give me an idea of how you're proceeding. I.e., are you guys trying to roll stealth, or are you just, moving quickly and therefore not being stealthy?
Is anyone else being stealthy?
That's what I'm asking. Nobody's giving me an answer yet.
Well,
all I know so far is the cat got on his broom.
we have a clock before the gold.
I'm gonna get on my broom and I'm going to ride in the middle. My goal is generally always to be, stealthy, even if other people aren't.
Well, the problem is if you move stealthy, you move slower. So
I mean,
we're on a schedule.
So yeah, if you are moving, if you are doing stealth, even if you're on the broom, you move at half speed, or you roll stealth at disadvantage.
Okay. Alright, yeah, well, I'm not trying to fall behind. I'm about to say, as the person in the middle, I'm gonna try and keep pace with people in front of me.
Because I don't see a need to be stealthy considering our time constraints.
This is a place made entirely. Probably no point in being stealthy.
If anything, Zariah really contrasts against the gold.
Well, all of you contrast against the gold.
Yeah,
it's fucking gold.
But she's purple.
Hey now, black and gold goes really well together. I'm pretty sure I now have golden scars. That'd be really weird.
It's just gold plated.
Okay.
I don't think that really works with a sword cut.
It does when the sword's only gold plated.
I don't see Zariah or Kenshi's movements.
That's because I was waiting for them to figure out what they were doing before the GM moved people. Kenshi is deferring to the actual PCs because he's an NPC right now.
Screen kind of locked up momentarily. Did she move at all?
No, now she did.
Okay.
So
Yeah, Kodo can be ahead of me.
So if I am seeing this correctly, the sorcerer is taking point, and all the meat shields are behind him.
I am readying volley shield for myself.
I was giving Kodo a hard time.
Never mind.
And on top of that, the person who was attempting the tracking is in the back.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I'm not sure about the tracking one, but I can at least say I was joking about having Kodo be at the front because he's a squishy meat bag who can't take a hit.
Right, Brian, I'm confirming this. The person who was attempting to track is the one in the back.
Oh, middle.
You said that.
You need to be in the front, Brian.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd already picked out something. Okay,
You've gotten the direction. If you are going to continue tracking them through the city, you need to be in the front. If you are not going to continue tracking them and just go off of the direction you found, then you don't have to be in the front.
Fair enough. Okay, then I'll say then up front I am.
Okay, so we are not being stealthy.
Okay, I thought that tracking roll was just kind of good, but when you put it that way, yeah. Okay.
As the first tracking roll was to find the direction. If you wish to continue pursuit, you need to be in front. Okay, so to confirm I'm understanding correctly, we are continuing to track. We are not being stealthy. Are we moving at a normal or a fast pace?
I think normal. Because if we're too quick, we could trip traps and everyone gets screwed.
Okay.
I'm content with a normal pace.
Okay.
So you just keep slow about it. Unless Sarah and Brian have other options.
I must say, well, we're just traveling through the city, and I'm just going to follow the trail of this previous group.
Okay.
Try to follow that.
I'll be looking out for traps so we don't step on one.
Okay, that's what I was wondering about.
That means I need to be in front.
That also means I need an investigation roll from you.
That's right.
I guess I get to be in the middle of the group anyways. That works.
And that, I guess, means Kenshi's bringing up the rear. Alright.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
Expertise, man. Okay. I'm going to give some descriptions and some slight fast forwarding. If I fuck up any of these descriptions on how I feel your character would have behaved, let me know and we will adjust. Making your way deeper into the city, you take some twists and turns. Looking around, you see again lots of buildings covered in gold. You see tables with the cutlery and meals still on them, perfectly preserved in gold. Bodies scattered about, seemingly encased in gold, very Pompeii. Making your way deeper into the city, you hear the sudden clanging of shields and the resounding shields and metal, clanging. You signal to the party to stop, duck around the corner. As you do so, you see a pack of flaming golden skeletons making their way down the street, clanging scimitars against their shields. They make their way past you, seemingly not having noticed you. Making your way further in still, you avoid several large floating black spheres that seem to make their way through the streets. Seemingly unaware of the objects in their path as they run them over, vaporizing them in their wake.
Oof.
Just, taking large spherical shapes, chunks out of tables and chairs and buildings.
Neat.
You come across several major intersections that are formed in a sort of crossroads, untouched by the, in each one of these is a, trough cut into the street of this 50-foot square area. The said trough is untouched by the gold. With your keen senses, you cautiously approach and note that upon close inspection, there are several runes carved into these channels that seemingly are preventing the gold from filling them.
I think I thought it was stainless steel.
You also get the feeling that, if you weren't paying attention, entering this area would have triggered some sort of trap, possibly a summoning circle. But you were able to guide the party around these. Skipping several pages of the module. And making me feel silly because I was prepping the next map and we just go right back to the last map. Because this map gets used a few times.
Map reset.
Pretty much.
Now we are truly in a JRPG. We're on the same battle map in a different part of the world.
Well, I mean, at least you know about the bridge.
God damn it. Curse you, mouse!
I don't think this heresy would be allowed. Whiskey with sweet tea. I don't think that should be allowed.
I mean, at least the bridge is fairly unoccupied.
That's what you think.
Maybe it'll collapse when we walk on it this time. Wow, is reality just going in and out?
I had to resize the map to get the token I dragged off the map.
So no, it's not empty. There's another fucking golem on it.
No. You got variety.
Skeletons!
Oh, you already bypassed the skeletons.
I presume that more skeletons would exist beyond those.
Well, yes, but you guys have so far been smart enough to bypass them.
Okay.
No, it's probably the freaking cover art. It's fucking golden dragon skeleton thing. Well, let's see if I can drink this whole thing.
Maybe some of those black hole orbs.
I'd like to not deal with those. Please don't mention them again. Because I inherently can't touch those. You'll be on your own for doing damage.
No.
As you make your way to the bridge that will take you to the second ring, hovering there is a twisted, rotting form of a creature you have seen before, albeit, much better looking. A beholder floats before you.
Hey, kids.
Yes. I know a beholder, so I was like, is it a familiar? You said it's a familiar beholder?
The type of creature is one you have seen before. It is a beholder. It is not it is not a beholder you have seen before. It's but you know what it is because you have met one before.
It is a beholder. It is a dead beholder. It is a warped beholder. It is a beholder that should no longer exist.
As it locks its gaze upon you, it opens its mouth and snarls. You've noticed that just among its numerous jagged teeth that one would expect beholder, it has two long fang-like ones mixed in.
What the fuck? This is a vampire beholder. Banish it.
You are certainly welcome to try after rolling initiative.
Man, that was a bit of Draken right there. Where's my initiative button? There it is.
There were supposed to be traps and stuff between this encounter and that one, but, Sarah rolled good, so I had to reward that.
Oh, while initiatives are going on, I do unfortunately need to go to the bathroom. Good thing I rolled a 15.
So guess who must say? Because I basically told Tristan, I was like, I'm not going to do that again. So I didn't take banishment. It's special because I know that if I did it again and there was a holder and I banished it again. Because at least the first time I can be like, oh hey, I didn't know what was going on because I just popped into battle. Here I actually know what's going on, so if I did it again.
Didn't he also said he was being held here against his will? So as a cleric, I don't think if you had the ability to get it to go back to its own plane of existence, you'd be against that.
Holy shit!
Yeah, but technically this thing, with this thing being undead, I should just be killing it.
I mean, yeah. Also, who the fuck rolled a 29?
That was Kenshi.
Jesus. I thought I was impressive. I got one good roll so far today. Sorry, my second good roll today. Oh, fuck. God, I do not like drinking whiskey by itself.
So, yeah, I need Zariah and Tibbs' initiative.
I'm working on it.
Natural 20 plus 7.
Damn!
I guess today is really fast today. For this battle.
I was so happy with my speed there, too.
So you got a natural 20, I got a natural 20, Tibbs just gets 27 because why not?
Everybody's like, nope.
No, Kodo's still worse.
Yeah, but I don't count Kodo.
Mom says generally whatever I roll plus 10 and then I get advantage. These don't get proficiency with it anymore.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure my attacks are going to still be shit, but hey, I'll at least be happy with the ability to act before it does.
Cunning action dash.
Also, I see that thing in the background.
I will describe those in a moment. Well, which things in the background are you talking about?
The statue thing
Oh, okay.
around the initiative, and they're on the edge of the map.
I will describe those in a moment for you. Oh, you crit.
I figure they do something as soon as Kenshi goes on the bridge.
No.
Okay.
These are not the same statues you encountered before.
I figured as much. They have a different hog, but I figured they would have a similar trigger. Like you got too close.
Wait.
But here goes Kenshi killing again.
I fucked that up, but it's an easy fix. -2, -4 is now 6. Because he had to use his bonus action to dash versus Hex. Okay. What you are seeing, on the far side of the bridge, on the other side of the beholder, standing before the gates to the city's second ring, are two hulking skeletons in shining gold breastplates. Their thick bones plated in gold. Their huge gold-plated halberds are crossed in front of the gates, barring the way forward. I believe that's what you're referring to.
Yep. Also, as a monk, I'm just going to go up the wall to the side, because I'm not that concerned. It really comes down to it.
The wall runs almost to the ceiling. There is no way you can run over the wall into the next area.
Oh. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I can still technically do it. I got Titans. And run up 50 feet, heighten the wall, hold on to it. 8.
I'm pretty sure the wall is higher than your dash move.
No, I'm saying I have climbing pythons. I can just hit the wall, get the python into the wall, and then hold onto the python.
If you can make the check.
True. Otherwise, that's long.
Yep.
If you can make the acrobatics check.
Tibbs.
Okay.
Hey,
So-
tips. Kill it with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Kill it with fire.
We don't have much of that. And actually, I do the fire that I do have. So we see the. So you say we see a beholder and we see two large statues that aren't moving.
The statues are just in the back behind the beholder. Again, they have giant halberds crossed, blocking the gate.
Okay. But it's just a fucking zombie beholder.
Looks more like a vampire beholder, actually.
Okay.
I don't think I'd be concerned about a zombie beholder. Vampire beholder, never. So that's intelligent.
Yeah, zombie beholder loses 10 CR ratings.
Isn't like the thing like a CR 10 to begin with?
A normal beholder is CR 14. A zombie beholder is CR 5. However, a vampire beholder, I just made the fuck up, so it has what who knows.
It doesn't have a CR. I wanted to.
Alright, I'm gonna save that spell for if this starts to go sideways. I'm gonna say, do I know whether beholders cast magic or is what they do just innate?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. I'm totally good at this. Look at that. Good
I
as
don't think I would finish off this glass. I feel sad pouring it now.
I feel good about myself. I'm having a cookie.
Surprisingly enough, the Sonic soundtrack is pretty decent for battle music.
From what you know based on that roll, beholders can be casters, but not all beholders are casters. You don't know if that means their eyes are magic based or not.
Okay. So the things that come out of their eyes, I don't know whether it's magic or whether it's just something that they do.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's effectively magic, but how it's generated, you don't know.
Cool. Then I do have one spell I can probably cast and hold on to. Okay.
Cool, the jukebox is broken again. Got it.
Dumb.
Here, make sure I'm in range of everyone.
Which is weird, because it was working an hour ago.
It might be that
Alright,
I'm just saying those specific tracks don't want to function sometimes.
Cool. Subtract the mana. You bring your hand up, grab your holy symbol, reach out to manipulate the weave, and nothing happens.
You said nothing?
Nothing happens. The spell does not go off, but you still lose the mana.
I do have an instant question. Do the yokai in the room feel anything?
The yokai, specifically Kodo, because Kenshi managed to get out of the, no, Kenshi's still in it too. You feel as if you are in an anti-magic field.
Nerd.
Would I have not felt like I lost the connection to my god at some point?
You have not lost the connection to your god.
The energy you just can't manifest.
Okay. What I was about to say, did that just happen? Like, did I fall off my broom at some point?
When you got within 100, let me look up anti-magic field.
Because if I remember correctly, it like drops, it renders everything inert. So since I was riding on my broom,
I don't know if it works on existing magic items.
Because I have anti-magic field. Let me see.
Spells can't be cast, summon creatures disappear, and magic items become mundane. So yeah, as you flew towards him on your broom, your broom would have hit the dirt.
Okay.
You would have at least known this.
I
was wondering why there was a circle on the map.
I'm gonna say, would that have been something I would have known? After my broom just kind of like dropped.
You can make me an Arcana check to connect the dots.
Okay.
What circle? There's no circle on the map.
Yeah, there is.
It really does blend in, though.
On the map where our party is.
Oh no, that's just a circle to let the GM know where to put the player characters when they walk on the map.
Oh.
That came with the map.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like...
No.
Yeah, okay.
I thought there was like a cheap trick to
Um,
have anti-magic field on the map. Say.
based on that roll, I will let you retcon your mass protection from good and evil, because your broom collapsing would give you an idea that magic is working weird in this area.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, I also have the spell, so I didn't know if that would help.
No.
Okay.
Because, again, it's not a spell, it's a beholder effect.
Okay.
Because the beholder's looking at us. That's
Oh, that's right, the stupid cone of I'm looking at you.
Yep.
Okay.
And you have to come at him in a straight line.
Okay, I got some form in a straight line.
suddenly Tibbs decides to pull out the guns because it's undead anyways.
Pretty much, this is now me just pulling this beat through at last rites. Fuck it. Spin my action, pulling out my gun.
Okay.
Over. I'm about to say, like, once I get like right here and it drops, I'm like, shit. Right over here in the corner. Pull out the gun. And since pulling out the gun is the only thing I can do, yeah.
Damn.
Could somebody blind him?
It would kind of require magic or, stab its eye.
Zariah, throw your knife in its eye.
We don't even know which eye it's causing.
It's probably the big one, because it's really... Isn't it making the most powerful one?
We've killed enough of these things, I think we know.
We killed enough of
We
these.
only ran into one and we banished it.
Yep, we banished one. That's totally killing it, and we've killed enough to know these things.
Hey, come on, God, King Kodo, haven't you killed enough of these who rose up against you?
Yes, I have, but you see, it's kind of hard to think with all this gold around.
It's so shiny.
It's kind of hard to think about how rich. It's hard to hear over how rich I'm going to be.
I'm just happy I'm not at the it's just shiny.
The best part about this? It's anti-magic. That means the bridge's shields are down.
Oh dear lord.
Turn me now! Oh, man!
Guy, you whisper and I throw it, so I'm still holding it. Running up to
hurt my feet.
Yeah, the boomerang thing, it doesn't teleport back, it's a boomerang back. That's not magic. However, you do not get whispers +1.
Yeah, I figured that.
I still get my bunk stuff.
Do you, though?
Yeah, I gotta look that one up. There actually was a thing on Key and Magic.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to move far enough that it won't affect me. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I'll be able to.
Dash might be able to get you. Like 80.
Yeah. I'll be able to. I won't be able to do what I wanted to do. But I'll still be able to do the other stuff.
Key is magical energy.
Really? It actually defines it as that?
Yes. Even your empowered strikes, which are suppressed by an anti-magic field.
I can't even dash for a bonus action though.
Yep.
Which means you run. Which means you run him and beat the shit out of him.
No, it means I have to use an action to dash.
Hey, at least you're not wearing your armor.
True.
That shit would have just locked right up.
That would
You want to take my broom and javelin at his face?
You know what? I don't need to move to attack it. This is okay, because I haven't drawn a weapon yet. I'll use a bow.
Power armor?
He's not wearing his power armor.
Oh.
I'm not wearing the power armor because, we...
However, you now feel the weight of your power armor.
Oh, that's right, because...
Bags of holding!
Oh, I guess I'm not moving from this spot for a while.
Well, you can drop as a free action.
I don't think I would have... That would have been 100 feet back, though.
No, it's not 100 feet back.
10 feet back.
Well, no, its range possibly goes beyond the map, but...
I don't think I want to... I don't think I can convince myself to drop it right now, though.
Okay, then you just don't move.
Hey, I managed to move right here, at least.
Yeah, that's because the GM fucked up and allowed it to happen. Because he didn't think about that.
Also, are you sure you feel the weight? It's technically in a different dimension.
Reading up, at least for the 5th edition version, it becomes a normal bag.
It becomes a normal bag, but it's in a different... The items are in a different dimensions.
They are in a pocket dimension. They are in a demi-plane. That demi-plane is now gone, so the weight is now in the bag.
Even though the items are?
No, the items are there.
Wait a sec. I thought you healed yourself.
Just heal himself. He's at 178.
Yeah.
So did I. I only did.
That's it, Priv.
I did. I healed myself 66 hit points. But
Yeah, that's how badly he was hurt. He healed him. He healed himself back up to that.
So, Zariah.
But yeah, the items are ejected from their pocket dimension into the sack.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that thing's gonna die now.
Okay.
Dash up there.
You
At
are...
least don't have magic resistance.
The most you can run is... I think she said she was double dash.
She can double dash if she wants. That's obviously her action and her bonus.
Alright. So, where would you like to run? Like, in front of it, behind it?
Behind me. Like, I'm not gonna be able to attack, but might as well be flanking for the next person.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to Kriv. And his weighty sack.
It will somehow disengage as my free action.
You know what the funny thing is? The one person who's not really doing like magic stuff is now the person who can't be affected by the magic because she's behind it.
Yeah, do I get my magic if I'm behind it?
Yes, I'm not looking at you.
I can't tell you until you roll an attack because you don't know anything about beholders.
That's fine.
I like how we're like level 18, like level 18, like superpowered like adventurers, and we don't know we know fuck all about the holders.
Well, I mean, if somebody wants to take time to roll, I'll tell them stuff. But
Oh, no, I'm just saying. I was like, most of the people in the party don't have like the Arcana knowledge to know anything about beholders. I just kind of find it funny. The only person who does is God King Doom over here.
It's like
Yep.
Kenshi gets bonuses on this roll for being a blood hunter, but yeah, he just doesn't care. He just knows how to stab them because it's fleshy, therefore it knows how to die.
I mean, this wasn't Krim's expertise. It kind of became his thing. Krim was originally just a high-level soldier. My job is killing sentients, not...
And soldiers don't have to deal with beholders because beholders live in the Underdark, and soldiers don't go down there. Fuck that place.
Hey now, the Republic never asked me to do something like that.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean. They don't go down there. They don't talk about down there.
Only the trash goes down there.
Kind of like at Dragon Age. The only ones who really deal with the Underdark are the dwarves.
Imagine how well that turned out.
Smash that one like that.
Because I still have this bow from the beginning of the game.
Yeah, I could have made it a molten vampire beholder.
Yeah, so you can give me disadvantage too.
Does it bleed gold?
Though starting next turn, you might have to deal with terrain giving you disadvantage as the bridge is melting.
I could... Oh, the bridge is actually melting. Oh.
The magic that protects the bridge is not working. So all that mirage effect is going to start adding up.
What does the cat girl from Aladdin have to do with anything?
Reference done. No, I'm gonna stand my ground. That's it.
I'm ready.
Long range weapons.
I'm ready.
I just...
And he rolled them.
I actually... The issue is the bridge is starting to melt, which means we should probably get on the other side of the bridge before it melts. I technically have the ability to cross it, but I'm gonna burn the fuck out of myself. Or I can, once the magic field's back, I can technically...
So is the bridge melting because the gold is melting the bridge?
The heat from the gold is melting the bridge because the protective enchantment that was on it to protect it from melting is gone.
Gotcha.
For now.
Don't worry, if we lose the bridge, we can still get across it.
And because it has negated your magic effect, your weapon is no longer magical, and because it's vampiric...
Yeah.
No, that was me doing the math for myself.
Yeah, I know. I do shit damage now. Thank you.
It wasn't shit damage. It's okay damage.
For all we know, it has 80 HP.
5 in
Or 20
yes,
HP.
That's so good.
This is one of those times where actually weapon materials actually comes in handy. Okay. HCB Holder's turn.
Ah!
Let's see.
Is it gonna bite Kenshi?
I gotta figure out what it's gonna do.
I'm just gonna start doing cold shots to his eyes.
Cold what?
We don't have cold shots.
Shots.
Cold what?
You know, specifically targeting his eyes.
We don't have cold shots in this system.
God, fuck, damn it. Just use the other systems.
Oh, I forgot I had legendary actions too. Well, let's see. It's a smart creature, so it knows it can't do that and that at the same time. So it's going to turn its eyes around, the eye stalks around at Zariah because she's the only one that's actually affectable, and gets to fire 3 at random.
Does that turn the empty magic field back on, Eurus? Turn it off.
No, the eye stalks are turning to face her. The actual central eye is still facing you guys.
Oh shit, I was right.
That's player knowledge, but yes. Okay, I have to reroll the duplicate.
I still stand by what I just want to say. God damn you, Tristan. Actually making a creature that's so fucking annoying and putting it on the other side of a arena's being destroyed.
Yeah, but the part that's fucking
Yes.
the part that's fucking you guys up is not something I added. That's just a normal beholder.
I'm aware. That's why I say you evil genius.
Okay, Sarah, I'm going to need 3 saving throws from you.
Evasion.
Does not apply to any of these.
What kind of saving throw do you need from her?
I'm going to need 2 wisdoms and a dex. But since the dex does not do damage, that's why evasion does not apply.
Okay, if I can use uncanny.
None of these do damage, so you cannot uncanny them either.
You're about to get status effects screwed over.
2 wisdoms and a dex.
Status for days.
You're looking at taking damage or stats. Status effects. Good luck.
Dex.
I have faith.
I mean, wisdom. Dex. Okay.
I said the numbers.
Well, you had your screen up. I thought you were doing that.
Hey, Starfire! Starfire!
I have faith. Faith at the heart.
Look Alucard.
Yes.
Downside, now I'm going to flip all the way back to the beginning of the book to see what gold does when you don't have the shield. Oh!
Flesh to stone.
Maybe because it's a stone bridge is fine.
So, do you want to spend hero points or cards or anything?
You have 4 cards.
You can only use 1 card per turn, though.
Oh, because you're on the bridge. You're gonna take damage.
I haven't even gotten to that yet. I'm just asking about the saving throws.
I'm gonna say, technically, is she on the bridge? Because I'm like, where the lava seems.
I'm not worried about the bridge right now. I'm just asking if she wants to do anything to try and change those saving throws.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. That's not good.
If not, I will start naming off effects.
Hoping to use all the other effects, but...
Okay. So you may re-roll one of those saves.
Roll the 10 and it'll become a 20.
Okay. What is that one?
Wisdom.
Okay, so the first 2 are wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yep. Wrong tab. Okay. So. You are afraid. And you are slowed. But you avoided sleep.
Good. So I'm afraid, does that mean I can't attack it?
I will look that up for you in a second after I put it on your token here.
I know it can't move closer.
You have to take your first turn moving away, as I recall.
I'm looking it up now. I do know with slowed, this one's going to be a pain in the ass for you.
I only get 1 action if I'm really
Slow. The creature is your speed is halved, and you cannot take reactions, and you have to choose between an action or a bonus action.
Aw, man.
However, upside, because you're a swashbuckler, you can disengage for free because there's nobody around it. And you get to re-roll both the fear versus save, the fear save, and the slow save at the end of each of your turns. So you will get to try again. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while within line. The creature is in line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to it.
Okay, so I wasn't right.
Yeah, so you cannot get closer, but you're already right next to it. Your movement is halved, and you basically only get an action or a bonus action this turn. And you're at disadvantage to hit him, but you're flanking right now, so that evens out.
Oh, whoops.
Get back there. Now it's your turn. You are yokai Kodo, so you have to make a. So you will have to make a Wisdom save versus the lack of mana.
I did that to 17.
Then you are fine. You have overcome it this round.
That's how I was making a commercial noises earlier. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move forward past Kriv. As I'm doing that, I will reach into my sleeve, pulling out a mirror. I would like to ready an action to interpose the mirror to any beam attacks coming my way.
You're going to what?
I'm pulling out my silver mirror.
Okay.
And I'm readying an action to interpose it to any I-beam attacks coming my way as I am rushing forward.
Do I suddenly feel lighter since there's a mirror between me and it?
Nope.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure of that.
Like, I doubted it would affect that. We've encountered things like this shooting I-beams, so...
Yeah. Is that it?
Yes, that is it.
We at the top of the round. I'm going to double check some things here. Pushing within 10 feet. Okay. So... everyone except Kriv. Kriv, you just take 1 damage.
Yeah, we just all take damage. Oh boy.
Everybody else also takes 1 damage from the heat.
But they have something else they have to do, so she told me I just take 1.
No, everybody else takes a d4. I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Due to where you're standing, you only take 1. You're not close enough to take the d4.
Okay.
So, everyone, please subtract 1 hit point.
Sure did.
I can't tell if Sarah and Brian did.
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. Is anybody refooting?
No.
I mean, you can always try to get a 20.
No.
Okay. That brings us to Kenchi's turn. As Kenchi does not use magic, he will just make his wisdom save and call it a day. What is Kenchi's wisdom save? 18 plus 1. Okay.
Hey, Kenchi. Gouge his eye out. Gouge out all of its eyes. Don't care, just gouge him out. Please.
Okay, he made a save. Good. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. The system doesn't support eye gouging, so it wouldn't do anything.
He can still gouge his eyes out, even if it does nothing mechanically.
Also, given Kenchi's height and where it's floating, he can't reach his eyes even if he wanted to.
I think Kenshi can do jumping things. Gravity things. Gravity things.
I mean, he can, and for some reason that works in an anti-magic field. I don't understand why.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Gravity Knight specifies it works in an anti-magic field and that monks hate them for it. It's part of the lore.
I'm now officially jealous of Kenshi.
But at the same time, I don't want Kenshi to steal y'all's kill. So.
I just want it dead so I can move, because I'm not leaving my armor.
Okay, that's no crits. So, 21, 35.
I think I did.
But if I do get attacked, I will drop a sweat dodge. I will point that out.
Okay, it's going to use a legendary action. Actually, what I probably should do... Yeah, let's make the aura gold. That'll...
Yes.
That's right, I can't make an aura cone, can I?
No.
Okay.
I'd like to actually be able to see what I'm trying to do.
Well, technically, you guys shouldn't be able to see them. Oh, I can do it that way. Okay.
You can put a code on the GM layer.
I could put a cone on the GM layer, or I can just give it, night vision. And tint the night vision.
Yeah, you have one of the arrows.
Okay, cool. I need something that.
Wait, you can tint the night vision?
Yeah, the new dynamic lighting lets you tint the night vision.
Oh.
Watch it crash the server.
Thank you.
Was it Shift L, Control L?
What are you trying to do? Look through this line of sight?
Yeah.
It's you click on the token
Yeah.
and then Control L.
Okay. That did work. Now I just need to turn it.
Manage all attacks against my partners. Yay.
I want to...
Okay, I gotta turn it that way in order to see, but okay, that worked. Since I don't want to fuck with what angle it's coming out of. Okay, so it's gonna use a legendary action to use another eye ray. Only valid target, again, is Zarya.
Really? I mean, I thought these eye beams had range.
They do. But there are other mechanics in play in addition to that.
1,000 pounds lighter, guys.
Okay, Sarah, I need another wisdom save. As it shoots you with another eye beam.
No. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, I need a new
She's like, I need a new.
No. I reject that now.
Do you wanna?
What was I rolling? Sharon?
Wisdom.
You wanna use a card and reroll?
You can also blow a hero point and add a d6.
Are you gonna help with the roll too?
Probably not. Do you have advantage versus charm being a dragon?
I don't. I have spell resistance.
But this is not a spell, unfortunately.
God damn it! Why does it never come into fucking play?
Well,
Because
hang on.
Undead.
Hang on. Let me look at it. It might apply here due to phrasing.
Otherwise, no, you're not. I don't get a dragon ability for another 2 levels.
Where is spell resistance on your sheet?
It's in the features and traits. It's on the dragon site.
Thank you. No, it's not under a dragon spell. It's under dragon spell slots.
No, it's under dragon fighting dragon site in the traits section. Under it's not. Yeah, sorry. It's under hard scan.
Thank you. That's the tab I need. That doesn't tell me anything about it being spell resistance.
Resistance. When forced to make a save against a spell or subject to damage from a spell, you may use a reaction expended from a current spell slot to gain advantage on saving throws against spells and gain resistance to damage of spells until the start of your next turn.
You don't have reactions because you're slowed.
Right.
So even if it could work,
It would not work here, yeah, because you don't have your reaction.
You know what? Fuck this shit.
Tibbs is no longer under anti-magic field if it turned around like the Pog shows it did.
No, that was me. I had to turn the Pog so I knew where the cone was. Because the cone is coming out of the top of the Pog's head.
Okay, that's weird.
There's probably a way to move where it's coming out of, but I don't want to take the time to deal with that right now, so I just turned the Pog so the cone was facing the right way. Alright.
Got my hub so nothing.
What's your total, Sarah?
My thing?
Yeah.
7.
Okay. You are now charmed.
Oh boy.
Yeah, fuck the seat.
Upside, anytime you take damage, you get to re-roll.
Okay.
Give me guys, give me hard.
Alright, well, that plan just,
No, I'm sorry, it's when, anytime the creature causes you damage, you get to re-roll. My bad.
Ironically, the next roll that you have to roll is a nat 20.
So you're not afeared.
Okay, so that brings us to Tibbs.
Sorry, I kind of have
Don't
to...
I get to make more rolls in my turn?
It wasn't your turn yet. We haven't gotten to you yet. It used the legendary action on Kenshi's turn.
Yeah, I had a plan I was going to try and enact with Soraya, but can't do that now.
Stupid beholders!
There's a lot of things you can't do right now.
Huh? I must say, no, I had a really good one. Fuck it, then I just got to do the original plan. That's less cool looking.
Second plan.
Well, I must say, I had a plan. I was like, dude, this is gonna be awesome. Zaraya and I move at the same time. We'll be able to do like a tag team thing.
Persona!
And
You gonna use your gun?
yeah,
Your gun's not magical.
nope, it's not magical, but it is silvered, and he is undead.
No, actually, hang on. Tibbs is enough of a gun user to know this.
Oh, elven powder.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no.
Follow the link. Hate me later.
No, I know the answer, but I'm looking anyway.
Because gunpowder is magical gunpowder.
Thing. Smoke powder. Wondrous item, uncommon.
Wait a sec. Gunpowder is
a magical explosive.
Smoke powder is a magical explosive chiefly used to propel a bullet from a barrel of a firearm. Casting Dispel Magic on smoke powder renders it permanently inert. Ergo, an anti-magic field renders a gunpowder inert.
So you actually can't use your gun because all your powder is now worthless. Permanently.
No, just so long as he's in the field.
I thought it was permanently.
Dispel Magic would be permanent. This is not Dispel Magic.
So yeah, you can't shoot it, can't use magic. The only thing you can do is move out of the way of his field.
okay. A lot of things I'm finding out. Like,
if this world used normal gunpowder, you'd be fine. But we're using elven powder, which is based on the smoke powder.
Okay, I thought we just used regular gunpowder here. Okay.
No, of course, I already knew about elven gunpowder.
And I've mentioned it several times in World, but nobody's asked for clarification. So.
Okay.
Because it never really...
It never came up until now.
Today.
But that's why I gave it to Tibbs before he fired, because Tibbs now is aware of what kind of field he's sitting in, so we know this would not work.
Need hide behind this wall. He can't see me, can he?
Given your size, he cannot see you. In theory.
Which means in theory he's not inside the anti-magic field.
That's not how that works.
It's a field effect, not a sight effect.
I thought it was based off sight for that one.
Nope.
I thought it was sight.
It is a cone that it covers the direction the eye is looking.
It's a cone.
Okay.
If Butcher's insane enough
No, I said it! It's a cone! I have given several hints, and some more subtle than others.
It's too bad that holding an action requires a use of your action.
That's it. This one requires a little bit of strategy.
I mean, given the situation, can I make a check without using an action?
Potentially, depending on what you're trying to figure out.
Information.
What kind of information?
Kind of hard to think things
about
a player that was able to get
about beholders, because
it's
like
retarded.
there's a few things I can do
Alright.
just from.
If you want to
having
know about the
encountered
holders,
before.
it's an Arcana check.
Right, but does it take an action?
I give everybody else a free one for that.
Okay.
I'm going to double dash.
Okay.
Must.
Wait, you can't double dash. You're not a rogue.
I'm gonna dash.
Nope.
I'm gonna do double movement.
Okay.
And since I can't do it, okay. Get right here.
Okay, hold still. From where you ran, he gets an attack of opportunity.
You said what now?
You ran past him, he gets an attack of opportunity. No, you have mobile, don't you?
Huh?
You have mobile?
No, I must say, I haven't figured out how to. I've never been able to get down the concept of how to do the thing where you actually move in a line across and angle it and shit. Every time I kept trying to do it.
No, I think what you're asking.
No, I asked if you had the mobile
Just
feet.
hold Q. Click Q.
I've tried that so many times and it's never worked, so I just gave up on it.
Okay.
So all I did was just kind of went like this because I want to get over here.
That's fine.
That's okay.
I need a defense roll.
Click Q every time you want to turn it.
Yeah. I would do more complicated like maneuvering, but I was like, that's I don't know, it doesn't work well that
It's okay, you're not the only one.
Defense roll.
Working on it.
Pretty sure you're gonna miss, but yep, it snips at you and misses.
Okay.
Okay, that's just kind of cool.
Let's see. I will not be able to actually. I'll say. So he's so it's a cone aura going forward, correct?
You don't know.
Okay. Then fuck it. I'm gonna try.
You dashed.
Yeah, I know. And
You don't have no space.
the hell I don't. I have the next best thing.
Oh, action surge.
No.
No, he's using a bonus action to cast a spell. Probably.
Going to action third, and I'm going to attempt to shoot it. I'm going to attempt to shoot it from behind.
This works.
Good. Then my original and I'll say I can't do the actually. Does this thing count as like full cover or 3/4 cover since it's actually floating?
It counts as no cover because it's floating above everybody.
Okay. How high is it floating? Is it just like up in the air?
It's hanging about 5-6 feet up.
Okay. Then my plan might actually still work. Does Kenshi have anything on his belt?
No, no, he's got his Wakizashi on there.
Okay, so he doesn't actually have like anything on his belt or anything like that.
Let's see. Kenshi, he'd have his short sword and his chakram hanging on his belt.
Okay. Are there any like rocks around?
Loose ones, no. They've all been covered in gold and fused to the ground.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot an object on Zariah.
Okay, depending, you have to be careful about that. You could potentially destroy the object, depending on what it is.
Yep.
What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Outline the plan so I can tell you how it rolls.
Okay. The goal is to try to shoot at one of the because she has a list of things that she actually has like on her that aren't like in the bag. So what I was going to do was shoot through one of her things of potions. Shoot through one of her bottles of potions and use it as shrapnel shot to send the glass and potion based glass and liquid flying into his face, and use the ability of shrapnel shot to basically do the thing. A creature adjacent to the object must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failure, the creature is blinded until the beginning of your next turn.
Nice thought. I hope it works.
It's not on your character sheet, so I can't look at it, unfortunately.
But Shatter Shot, it's one of the extra maneuvers.
I'm aware of that. I'm looking at his character sheet so I could read it, so I could evaluate it. But
right.
That's one of the expanded combat maneuvers. My bad.
Yeah.
I keep thinking it's a grit thing for some reason.
Basically, since I'm behind her, shooting from the hip, blasting from firing through the potion bottle and sending the glass flying into it to basically blind it.
She is wearing it, so it's an attended object.
So that counts as attended?
Yeah. Unattended would mean like sitting on a table or something. By being on there, somebody's person is considered attended.
Gotcha. Okay. Fuck it. I'll say because originally that was going to be my plan. Since we both moved at the same time, I was going to be like, "Hey, Zariah, hold up something," and then I was going to shoot it out of her hand and have it explode next to his face. Then she had to get shot.
I mean, if you made this plan to other people, I'm pretty sure other people would be more than willing to throw an object towards the beholder for you.
Well, it was easier for me to do it with her because me and her have a training partner, so I would have been able to do it without tipping off the beholder. Instead of just yelling the plan across the room and then start, figuring it out. Because about tell him, hey, hold up something so I can blind him. And he'll be like, rawr. In which case, I'm just gonna go for the next best thing.
Tapping his ass.
Staggering shot.
Is that an expanded or a grit?
It is a expanded.
Okay.
It's an expanded. I should use grit, but just gonna save that.
As an action, while wielding a non-thrown ranged weapon, you make a single ranged attack. If the attack hits, the enemy takes full damage and must make a Constitution save, reducing its move to 0. Okay. This means you do not get your benefit of your extra attack, just for the record, because this is taking your action.
Well, I don't have extra attack. I'm not that high of a
Okay.
I'm not that high of a fighter yet.
Okay.
I only get one shot per round. Let's see.
Okay, 25 hits.
So that's full of the D12. Was that 2D12?
2d12.
Yeah, Mary Poppins.
No, I mean, which one of these is supposed to be the save DC?
Huh?
Oh, 25 defense. Okay, never mind. I'll shut up. I'm going to need you to make a 1d20 plus 1d12 plus your dexterity modifier to see if you stagger him, in addition to your damage.
Okay. So, and you said
Dexterity modifier.
Alright. Might not work. But,
His constitution is that. Okay, he is staggered. His move is 0. However, your bullets are not magical, I don't believe.
silvered bullets are supposed to do something against undead, I thought.
Like werewolves and certain creatures.
That's a certain undead. Vampires are not weak to silver.
I mean, it's not supposed to be weak, but it's. I know they don't get like this, but I think they're supposed to do. They don't do anything extra, but I think they basically just turn non-magical stuff.
Not against vampires.
I thought it did it against undead.
It does it against some undead.
Because I remember the player's handbook was kind of like.
Yeah, the player's handbook says it says certain undead, and it does work on certain undead. Vampires are just not one of those certain undead.
Okay. So does that mean he takes no damage?
No, he takes half.
Okay.
He is not immune.
Cool.
So that did do some damage. Okay.
So Soraya can't move towards it. She's already close enough, so that doesn't matter. Can't attack it.
And she is charmed by it, which means her allies are now her enemies.
Yep.
So,
and at the end of her turn, she can.
So, Soraya, you are at half movement. You have an action or a bonus action, and your former allies are now your enemies.
And your enemy is now your own.
Yep. But you're afraid of him.
What? I not 20 in my save for this round.
You don't make the save till the end of the turn.
So anything that you're wanting to do, you have to consider the fact that the team party is now the enemies.
And you will have to make a save versus both the slow and the fear.
And the charm.
Nope, you don't save versus the charm unless he hits you.
Ah.
I did at the beginning of the round. That's why I rolled the save first.
So she's charmed by her new ally, but she's also afraid of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I roll like a d6 or something to find out what in fear I attack it, or does the charm override the fear?
The charm has overridden the fear in the sense that you are still afraid of him, but he's also your friend.
Okay.
Think of it as you're the grunt, afraid of the elite. But the elite isn't going to kill you.
It was wisdom and what the pre-roll
Dex.
checks. That's what
Wisdom and Dex.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, he's going to use his last legendary to retaliate on Tibbs.
Is he not turning around to do it?
The eye stalk is swiveling around. Tibbs, I need a dex save.
I'm good at those.
Well, Tibbs is the next closest enemy.
Let's say Tibbs or Kenshi. Oh, and Sarah, because you're behind him, you get the +1.
What?
Because you're behind the beholder, you get the +1.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Tristan. How does the celestial items interact with anti-magic?
You don't know.
What?
Okay.
One sec. I need to.
I mean, I definitely know you don't know that one. You didn't even know the damn things existed until a couple months ago in character.
I figured I just asked because
it's a fair question, but you don't know. And you could ask Arya, but she can't teleport into an anti-magic zone. Because that's magic.
So if I go, hey Arya, just like say this out loud and go, does this get affected by anti-magic? And we're not in anti-magic field, so we'll just flip an answer.
Maybe, you don't know. Okay, that 19 is your to hit, I'm guessing?
Yeah, it's to hit too.
Okay. So,
Dex
I need a dex save, and then obviously you need to roll your defense. Okay, you are not slowed.
Okay. Let's roll against this, so I just need to roll higher than a 9. Okay, 15.
Tibbs successfully evades the knife of betrayal.
So Tibbs, I hope you actually have it prepared, because clerics can actually deal with charmed. And frightened.
I was hoping that she was going to run up on me and try to
did.
No, she threw her dagger.
Throwing it, or
she just threw it. I'm about to say, if she had actually run up on me, I could have fixed this.
Did you roll both, Sarah, or just one?
You said one wisdom, one dex.
Yeah. I didn't hear the dex, that's all.
It's right there.
Dex 9, Wisdom 20 plus 4.
Okay, so you're still slowed.
But I'm no longer charmed, right?
No, you're no longer frightened. You're still charmed because you can only save against charm if he smacks you. The beholder has to attack you for you to get a save.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't try to charm me.
I've been rolling randomly for where the eye stalks aim, and there are rules for the eye stalks that I have to follow that I've been pretty obvious about if anybody's been paying attention.
I'm aware of how that is, because this happened last time as well. I know what they are. I don't know what role means what.
I'd say there's a reason he didn't try to charm you.
He hasn't done anything besides be an asshole with an anti-magic field.
Yeah, and there's a very good reason for that obviously people haven't caught on to yet. Kriv, you're up.
I don't want to drop it, but actually, before I drop it, here's a question for you. How do you calculate jump distance?
With a calculator.
Yeah, say with a calculator. You're not going to jump. You can't jump far enough to get to him. I can tell you that.
No, this is for later because I expect the bridge to melt. You think I can clear 55 feet?
No.
With 20 in strength and dex and using the monk stuff to double it?
The monk stuff that doesn't work right now?
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about under normal.
1 second. I'll send the calculator your way.
That's it. We got the jump calculator. You said your strength is what?
I have 20.
Okay. How tall are you? Yes, that matters.
Like 7 foot something. How many inches does that actually?
Your long jump with a running start is 40 feet.
And I could double that as a monk? Or is that
That's already doubled. That's with your step of the wind.
It's already doubled. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go for the fucking golden build no matter what at this point. Oh well. I'm going to drop the bag. The 2 bags of holding.
Small craters form in the pavement.
And move over here.
As
He takes an attack about. How'd you move 100?
I have a move of 50.
No, you don't.
What? Telling me
Yep.
Is the other movement counts as key enhanced?
Yeah, it's in the flavor it's listed as a key thing.
Oh.
Fuck this shit. Done. Here, I'm not doing shit.
All 3 of those hit.
Don't expect anything else from me. I'm just gonna hit up and go enter. Fuck this.
Stop laughing at my pain!
Actually, I think he's laughing at Eric's pain.
I'm laughing at that. I'm laughing at Grim too. It's just kind of like I want to shit. Maybe I could shit.
I made an encounter that makes people have to think, and the monk gave up. Okay.
I'm done. Don't ask me to do anything else.
It's like, how dare I try to make an interesting encounter? Okay. Let's see. He has 2 targets that are valid this time.
I'm just not going to give up my fucking bag and have to take burn damage. You'll get it again.
Well, you're going to take burn damage regardless.
I'm expecting the break to be gone by the end of this fight.
Breathe the following eye rays. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, they're D2s, because there's only 2 targets. Okay. So, 2 at Tibbs, 1 at Zariah.
No! Wait, is it hitting me?
It's shooting an eye beam at you. We'll see what it does in a minute. Because it has to harm you. So if it's not a harming ray, then you don't get the save. Okay. I'm telling you in a second. Just cool your jets, people. Cool your. Okay.
Sorry, you said me, so that's why.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Okay, Zariah, he's shooting another fear ray at you, so he is not harming you, so you do not get the save, but you still need to make a wisdom save for me.
Be afraid, damn it.
Well, that's what the natural 20 is, right?
Well, I mean, it's a saving throw. If you want to use the natural 20 to save versus the fear, then you're not afraid. Fine. Okay, Tibbs, he is shooting 2 rays at you. I need a Constitution and a Dexterity.
Fuck.
I don't like a Constitution save.
That fucking figures. Which one's first?
First one is Dexterity.
Okay. And okay, Constitution is probably going to be like all sorts of fuckery. Okay. I do not like relying on spells. D12 is going to have to save me. Let's get it.
Okay. You have saved versus the redundant attack. He tried to paralyze and petrify you.
Okay. Stone statue ain't going nowhere.
This is what happens when you roll randomly, like it tells me to.
The only thing could have been even worse if you used all 3 eyes and it was like you're stoned, you're paralyzed, and you're asleep.
Okay. Kodo, you're up.
Upside, if I was stoned, then poison won't affect me, right?
Well,
It's not poison though; it's heat.
I don't know jack about this.
Yeah, you don't know shit about beholders.
This beholder.
You know they have a lot of eyes.
I'm probably too.
You have to make me a wisdom save because he's looking at you.
I'm probably too uncomfortable by the fact that he's put me in a new mana zone. Oh, this is gonna suck. Ah!
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're just add to life.
Moving up here with that.
Oops.
Okay, I'm gonna use.
For the record, he's bleeding a lot.
I'm gonna use a hero point. And this is before I still have my action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reach into my now normal bag.
Mm-hmm. And because there's no longer a bag of holding, it's an item interaction.
Yep.
Whoops.
pull out.
Sorry, people following at home. I seem to have lost the map somehow.
Pull out a.
The fuck?
Make sure I have this. Because I have this for reasons. I did not expect this.
This is new. Okay.
Try refreshing.
That's what I'm about to do.
Okay. Mind if I continue? Or?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
keep going. I can still see it on this laptop. It's just kind of a goddamn it.
See me.
I'm recording nothing.
Bring a vase out of the bag.
Okay. In Looney Tunes it did.
And crush it against myself as I use the hero point to take my next turn today. Move up here. I'm gonna fling the fragments into its eye.
Okay, you're trying to spoonie it.
Yep.
This is an improvised weapon attack. You are not proficient in vase, and you are at disadvantage to life, and you are trying to do a ranged attack in melee, so that's at disadvantage anyway. So, make me a non-proficient weapon attack at disadvantage.
Okay, which I suppose would just be a dexterity roll at this point, basically.
Yeah, 1d20 plus dex.
You got this. Where David gets that 20.
Oh, she's not an ally anymore, so.
Nope.
Let's do this. Let's see if I can pull some bullshit real quick, though. Give me a second. Warcaster will not help me.
Well, he must as the terms of his own advantage.
Grand entrance will not help me.
That definitely will not help you, no.
Okay. It is a large eye, though. Nope. Okay, cool. I'm rolling it. Woo! That's not the worst roll it could be.
Okay, for those of you following at home, because Roll20 is being a dick right now and not reloading, that is a 15. A Beholder's AC, however, is higher than 15. So it's able to blink and, it deflects off its armored hide.
Okay. Because I'm still in the using my later turn now phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use another item interaction. I have 2.
Okay.
I pull out another one.
But you only have one attack.
Yes, but I'm pulling it out. I believe that voids my next turn, though.
You are taking your next turn early.
Okay, but because I
If
have
you're using the act out of turn 1, anyway.
yeah, and because that's it. It for me.
Cool.
And I will give a look to Kenshi, then a look to the vase.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just leaving it at that. It's up to him now.
The bird mask is looking at you like, okay.
He's not blind me, Thanos. He knows exactly what I just tried to do.
Oh, he knows. He's just like, there's more efficient ways of dealing with this, but okay. Okay. That brings us to the end of the round. Kriv and Tibbs both take 1 damage from fire. Everybody else takes 2 damage.
Oh, I thought it would be going up as more
It's
stuff happens.
based purely on proximity.
Okay. Well, what do you mean more efficient, though? I mean, we've already confirmed that hold shots don't really work, which would then rely on certain abilities or just moving out of its cone, which I don't have enough movement to do.
I think she's going to take his movement. Since standing there is no longer of any use. He's going to move to help Kodo, I guess. Yeah. He's going to risk Zariah's wrath. Double slice. No crits.
I mean, if it's considered an improvised range attack versus instead of melee, then flanking doesn't do anything.
Yeah, if you're doing the vase, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's him. Its legendaries have reset, so it's going to use one on... One,
It's gonna be me.
2... No, it's going to be Zariah.
Oh.
I don't know why it's attacking its ally, but it doesn't give a fuck.
He's undead. His brain doesn't work.
Okay, that is an 8. 8 is... I'm going to count this as harmful, so we're going to start at the top here. Make me a dex save.
He's finally trying to hurt you.
Well, I'm counting this as harmful at least.
What requires it to hit you for it to be considered harmful?
Well, yeah, but some of these are not really harmful. Like, I don't consider a fear effect a harmful effect.
You said dex?
Yeah, dex.
15.
Oh.
I guess she gets hit by it.
Okay. You get blasted. And you feel your body starting to stiffen and lock up. Stone is starting to form on you.
Oh,
You get to make another saving throw at the end of your next turn, which will determine whether it sticks or not. However, because it hit you with this, you do now get to make a wisdom save versus the charm.
Oh, that you roll high. Oh.
Well, you are no longer charmed.
Yeah, return to fucking out.
And you're slow.
And you're still slow, yeah. Alright. Brings us to Tibbs.
Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna do. I can't risk this shit.
Come on, you guys got this. You got this.
Yep. I'm about to. Yep. I'm saying all sorts of levels of fuckery right here. And I'm even going to use some cards to make this happen. Okay. So first thing I'm doing is since I'm still behind him and he hasn't turned around to look at me yet, I am going to activate very quickly. I'm only doing it once. I'm activating Holy Weapon. One turn I'm going to activate Holy Weapon, and that's going to be my bonus action.
Okay.
And as I activate Holy Weapon, I'm going to ratchet out. Do the standard, badass 80s action hero. Ratchet out a perfectly good shell.
Okay.
And
These rifles are breech loading, so you can do that.
and I'm going to fire another staggering shot at him.
Okay.
Because I can't afford this motherfucker to move.
Yep, he's got to keep looking at Eric and nobody else.
Yep. So I'm going to fire at him. Hopefully this turns out well enough. Let's see. This works out well. He will take the full brunt of this. I don't even. Okay. Here we go. Please hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. I'm going to.
I need you to roll the DC for the staggering.
Alright, so I blast him with that, and then I will technically don't really have like much of a reason to do this. I'll say much of anything to do this. I'm gonna blast the shit out of him with it.
Okay, which aspect are you? Oh, you choose. Which ones are you going for?
Gaining an extra bonus action. And I'm using that extra bonus action to dispel my holy weapon and send out a burst of radiant energy behind his back. It hit him for another 48 radiant damage. He is also blinded for 1 minute if he can't make his Constitution save.
Which spell is that?
It is Holy Weapon. As a bonus action for my turn, you can dismiss this spell and cause the weapon to emit a burst of radiance. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of me must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 48 radiant damage and is blinded for 1 minute.
Okay, he is in range.
Alright. And I'm gonna use that extra like bit of movement. I don't really have much, so I'm just gonna kind of like I won't get too close over there. Take a swing at me. Let's see. Stagger.
That's a yeah. So give me the stagger and the other roll, save at the same time.
Stagger
and while you're doing that, I'm gonna have him take his legendary. Since he can do that at the same time. Ha! That's convenient. He's retaliating. Okay, he is officially staggered and blinded, but that will not apply to this roll. That will apply to his next legendary. Okay, that is a 7. 7 is Wisdom.
Woohoo! I am lollipop. What does lollipop mean on this?
Wait, what happened to him?
I don't know.
I heard lollipop, that's why I was like, what?
Yay!
He just randomly shouted lollipop. I don't know what the.
I'm rolling Sarah's die. I'm guessing since it has a lollipop, it's roll 20. I'm assuming that's critical roll.
Okay, so that's a natural 20. Okay, you have avoided sleep.
That's why I was like, yeah, roll lollipop. Whatever the fuck that is. Let me see what 1 is on here. Oh, 1's just 1. Okay.
You might have to go out to the home and then back in.
A symbol 1, a symbol for 20.
I've tried that before. It didn't make a difference.
Okay.
I mean, I can try it again, but okay. So yeah, now I just need that damage.
Oh, for what?
You said it did the 48 when it burst.
Okay.
Alright, yes, I think it just broke again.
Recirculating the spleens.
Okay, that is 21. Ooh. It is looking super rough.
I did my part.
Okay, Zariah, bring us home.
Damn it.
Oh. And you are across from Kodo, so you have advantage.
Woo!
I'll be distracting it by doing Vaz tricks. After 1,000 years with potted plants, you know a few things.
Okay.
I don't. Am I still slowed?
You are still slowed.
Whisper then.
Afraid of me?
No.
So yes, you definitely hit, and you get sneak attack.
I'm relatively surprised he never turned around.
Turning around takes movement.
Oh, wait, really?
You have to have at least 5 feet of movement to make a turn.
Oh wow!
If your movement is reduced to 0, you are not allowed to turn.
Wow. Okay.
It's like it doesn't actually spend movement, but you have to have movement available.
That was incredibly convenient. I was not aware of that. I was just trying to keep him running away.
Yeah, that's why all I could do was turn the eyes back at you, because the eyes don't work in the anti-magic cone.
33 whisper.
It can't use its eyes in its own cone. Alright, how do you want to do this? No, it has the eye stalks that are looking down at you guys from when they've been firing rays.
I'm gonna stab it up the ass then.
Okay. You reach forward, driving Whisper up where you would assume to be the booty hole. Blood and gore spraying out everywhere in a full, like, Dragon Age splatter. And as you're driving the blade home, you feel the stone creeping up over your form. I need you to make that dex save.
Wait, is it a dex save for...
Petrification is dex, yeah.
Oh, I thought that would have been con.
Nope.
So that... Yeah, I'm about to be pretty bad, guys. I rolled 11.
Okay. And you're still slowed, too, which is extra funny. You want to save versus slow while we're in here?
Sure. 9.
Okay. So, you're driving the knife up to booty hole, and as you're doing it and blood splatters spraying everywhere, your knife turns to stone, which allows it to cut extra deep. And that is the position you are forever trapped in. The beholder stuck on the end of your knife because of where it's lodged. You are a slow statue, but it is an epic-looking slow statue. And just for image's sake, because I know Brian can fix this, that's where I'm going to end the session. Brian is free to mark off the mana for a greater restoration to cure that, but that will officially be resolved next session. But because I like that visual of that being her dying action, as it were.
1,000 years of death stamp. Yeah, that's the turn to stone. But yeah, that perfectly describes this to me.
Let's see. I will calculate the experience for a beholder because I think. Okay, I vamped him, so that's going to make him +1 CR. Because Belgana's a dick. Also, now that he's dead, you guys don't take fire damage anymore, which is nice. Okay. Again, easy encounter.
It's a lie.
Okay, so that is not enough for a level, but you are close.
Is there anything else we can kill to make it the rest of the way?
Well, I mean, if you want to go fight the statues, but...
Since she was an enemy momentarily, can we count her as a
Nope. Though she makes an epic lawn ornament. Alright.
Go ahead and mark off the mana for the...
Greater Restoration, yeah. Okay. I feel kind of silly pulling out all my source books on traps when you guys build so epically that Zerai could just breeze past the traps without even having to try to disarm them.
Whee!
Good on her, though.
So I'm kind of proud. I made it through this battle only using 14 mana. Also, apparently, you know, who needs banishment when all you need to do is just run behind them and just keep shooting them and like restraining their move.
I was like, really? That's all you guys had to do was not stand, not have everybody stand in front of him. What I was expecting you guys to do is what you normally do, where you surround him, because it's a cone. So as long as you're not all standing in front of him.
I wasn't about to say, in all honesty, I was not aware that I was like, oh, hey, if you shoot him it's like a team, I didn't know that it required movement to turn. I thought he could at least just like start turning around.
It requires the ability to move.
Okay, I thought the reason why he wasn't turning is because if he turned, then Kodo would unleash like all sorts of magical hell on him.
Well, I mean, that was another reason, but it was not the... He would have turned... there was a way he could move and turn to still keep Kodo in the line, but also get more people.
Yeah.
But because he had no movement, he couldn't do anything, and it was more beneficial for him to keep facing that way and just keep raining rays down on you guys than it was to turn around and deal with you guys and leave his back exposed.
I was hoping the spooning it would work, but...
Dice, man.
Oh, no.
I was like, I've got to get this blind on him at some point. I was like, too many things. Something's got to blind him.
I'd have to check sage advice. To my understanding, blinding would not have gotten rid of the cone. It would just give him disadvantage to hit with the eye rays.
Really?
As I understand it, and I vaguely recall this happening in Critical Role, he doesn't have to see for the cone to... It's just an effect of the eye being open.
Well, I would assume that if he had like a blinding light show up and he closed his eye.
That's, in theory possible, yes. But, once the blind effect had kicked in, it's like, yeah, he can't see, but that doesn't stop him from having the eye open and having the effect. He can still pick a direction and go, I want my cone to be hitting this direction, even if even he can't see.
Okay.
Now,
so he doesn't have to behold in order to...
Right. Now, it could have been the wrong direction, because if everybody had moved out of the cone, he wouldn't necessarily know, and they'd still be pointing the wrong direction.
I'd argue that if there are fragments in your eye, you're